Snip, snip, snip. ¿Qué pasa, mis hermanos? Bienvenidos al Kuhan Stream. Eso es una extrema de el thingo. Sorry, I just getting the music on. El baseball offseason 2K18. Tetris helps when chicks wanna neuter us. Snip, snip, snip. Alright. Just gotta let the guys, the peeps, the homies know. And while I'm doing that, we play Jungle Gym. By the new name in the game, ARP.
I used to dream about my private practice. I used to think I was elite and didn't need to manage. Time is magic and my hat tricks trying to snag some carrots. Parents skeptic but still praying that I reach my senses. Ooh, yes. Can you feel the blessings? Feel the light illuminate your essence with its lessons. Every hole is carved, testing if your soul is starved. When you make it out, just fill it with your open scars. What will you sacrifice to love again and feel alive? What will it take to shift your Pangea to paradigm? Work, sex, birth, death, cycles of the mortal man. Divine moments of truth, I'm in immortal lands. Writing you testaments when I should just embrace the old. Can't fight the feeling to innovate and create my own. It's kind of funny how I really wanna save a soul, when in reality, I'm just trying to save my own. Never holes real deep when your soul's asleep. Do you wanna be a shepherd or you wanna be a sheep? Never holes real deep when your soul's asleep. Never holes real deep when your soul's asleep. Do you wanna be a shepherd or you wanna be a sheep? Never holes real deep when your soul's asleep. Can I stay independent like you media? Fly with angels in paradise with the beaming sun. Resources from labels be appealing, bruh. But is it worth another chain or a bleeding cuff since K-Dot and Jesus spit faith God and Jesus wants to stay on a genius and pray God give me a shot. I wanna pimp a soul like how much $1 costs. I want the kids to grow like sprout and ponder thoughts. I'm just an artist with a passion for the prisoner. I see the sheep sleep deep in my perimeter. They call the farm home when they're just a visitor. I'm a shepherd to a reaper, Mass Effect minister. To say it simpler, I'm screaming just wake up. Your infinite potential within this great love. What, say what? If you're curious, then discover what makes us. Never holes real deep when your soul's asleep. Do you wanna be a shepherd or you wanna be a sheep? Never holes real deep when your soul's asleep. Never holes real deep when your soul's asleep. Do you wanna be a shepherd or you wanna be a sheep? Never holes real deep when your soul's asleep. This is smooth sailing, bro. Let me take you to boating school. My rabbit hole is bottomless. I am such an optimist when I raise my consciousness. Battle ego like I'm Buddha. I maneuver through this and sing a hallelujah. My nirvana will be top dog. I'm a truck through like Optimus, long haul. These babies drink lean so their balls crawl. They wanna be kings but the pawn dog. Let me pause, y'all, don't sword battle me. All force lightning out the sky, Thor Palpatine. Charging with a battery, I'll blow up your galaxy. Burn your nose and mold your teams and ID up all manatees. And that's a note to South Park. Met and trait inspired me to ask how far. I'ma shit in Lil Boat's mouth and call it clown nod. You got melodies before you need some sound bars. Underground's up, I got the spirit up, I dropped out. I miss the old Kanye, I'm sad he's overclocked now. Nowadays, yeah, be scared about some Cali killers. They turning him to Jackson Thriller cause he acted realer. How many people sold their soul for rags to riches? Trading holy water for the milk from dragon nipples. That's the shit that the Donald drinks. Pardon me for auditing upon your fondlings. Would you grab a pussy if it wasn't modeling? Are you hardening after you speak of marketing? Papa calls me Solomon, the smartest king. All the wisdom in the world, but I'm a Harlequin. I like chicks with piercings and tattoos. They call them suicide girls, they my taboo. If I dated one, my fam will call a bad move. If she doesn't like menorahs, I'm a bad Jew. So let me ask you, do I seem unorthodox? I'm Oscar de la Hoya, the destroyer, throw a falcon punch. I got the major keys, a Pandora's box. I let my demons out and catch them like the Pokemon. I am legendary, I don't gotta search for one. I'm the moon and sun, I don't gotta purchase one. I'm my own idol, I don't gotta worship one. If you feel the burn, I hope it's not the furnace one. I'm a fire starter, you can call me Charmander. Bizarre rapper, I like to be a star actor. Spit with Shia on set and write a large chapter. Called kosher beef equals 5-star platter. Cause your sharp daggers zapping through your fake shit. You ain't adding to the culture, man, you rape it. Your passion faceless like atoms in the matrix. Your soul is taken, you're hold up in your brain, kid. Fuck what others think, believe in self, get creative. Yes, Yachty is a role model, get to sailing. Yeah, say IP. I'm flooding laptops at Best Buy while grinding for my dream. All my fam thinks I'll eventually OD. Like shit, chill out, take a hit, for real. Sure. I've been flipping notebooks daily on the job, wow. Still climbing ladders like a fucking Donkey Kong round. I want a Mario Kart mushroom and then pop out. Obey my dust by throwing bitches in the dark pound. Drizzy said, do it where you at, compound. The kid in his house making her still have the top sound. Been in the matrix and my mind, I'll never log out. Lord forgive me, but I'm too busy for synagogues now. The oracle said to keep my magic dynamic. Am I pulling my rabbits? I got Dragon Balls that can anchor Titanic. I gave DiCaprio his wish to win his Oscar package. You best believe that I'm bidding on this winning, dog. I'm like a king count out of Michael Vick's home. I might be biting, but that don't mean that I spit wrong. I just borrow energy from grace cause my diet's strong. This just a flood in y'all, gonna need a Noah's Ark. Doesn't take a scholar to read your place and blow the call. You need an e-collar cause I fucking stole your balls. D-Rose with these flows like clean souls, like oh my god. The biggest sin is doing nothing when you know it all. The biggest sin is doing nothing when you know it all. Had to spin it twice to teach her how to hold the ball. You ain't got the life of Pablo when you show your heart. Man, I know that I should go and head like summer jam. Shooting for those numbers, man. Shooting like we hunters, fam. I wonder if my fave rapper will become my rival. True chimps are cover lies and nominate who kills his idols. Relax, guys, I swear to God, it's just a Jewish thing. We pray to idols just as much as rocks. Lucid dream. I've got these cycles where I pray I fly the hugest wings. If you listen close, you hear I say the truest things. The biggest sin is doing nothing when you know it all. The biggest win is doing something when you own the ball. And at the moment, I'm feeling like I'm Icarus. Shooting for the sun when I can't even find the simple shit. Some days I study, some motherfucking rigorous. When I take a break, I just feel like I'm a hypocrite. Rap's a young man sport, I ain't missing it. Mortal Kombat is the game and I'ma finish it. Look inside my mind to find out who I'm living with. A mansion of monsters and martyrs. A religious crib. At least they're paying me to rent the place, telling me the secrets of how to get to heaven's gates. Sometimes I meditate to try and open 7 gates. Been into deep shit as early as the 2nd grade. 5th grade's when I became a president. AIP born the same year, heaven sent. THC in the brain for the hell to send. No, I swing shit while I'm making dividends. My blood boils with the pride of a truth seeker. My mom and pops always thought I'd be the youth leader. Those stars burned 180 when I blew reefer. The essence is the son of a pianist and a school teacher. And then came the guilt trip about the Holocaust. And then came the guilt trip about the dollars lost. Telling me I put in my life inside a Molotov. Like you never took a risk and said Mazel Tov. Pardon my sin of like an honor. Exodus 2012 is the verse I holler. 2017 is the year of the monster. No more parties in L.A. Roger. Easy giving too big a fuck, man. Easy trying to get his Steve Jobs. I'm in bed like I don't give a fuck, damn. And I'm still smoking at my weed spot. Paint the contrast like some real art. Now that's what I call some freedom. Undertaken with the vision of a phenom. Tombstone, whoever has a throne, make him see God. Make him see God. Make him see God. Survival of the fittest, I flow hours to days. If this an animal kingdom, I hold the power to reign. I'm the reason Darwin rose out of his grave as a zombie who was starving to devour my brain. So I showered the pain, I put a slit in his throat. I let the blood drain with a ritual oath. Configured his fate with an alchemist code to prove origin of beasts is my decision to own. Cause I'm shitting up foes, I got an ego of gods. I'm the pigeon of poach and the hero at launch. You're a clown in the dark like a Nemo the Sloth. I'm the boss of the sharks, I'm a megalodon. Or a megalobron, well you're a rookie at best. Don't shoot for the sun, don't even have sex. Cause if you have kids, I'ma bully them down. You gon' treat me like Harambe, bullet to head.
Stupid fucking joke.
Catch the bullet with my instincts. Pop a shot at your crotch so your dick bleeds. Extreme cause I'm influenced by Slim G. I'm the ape you've been waiting for, bitch please. The Tsar ape will come alive in my dark cave. I'm a dark knight with secret heat like Clark's rays. The middle of my chest is where my arc's placed. My brain's a superstar, Queen Starbase. I work playing puzzles, you just mumble rap. Do you really wanna rap or make a couple stacks? Wanna make a couple too, but I wanna give them back. I'm just stating that I hate it when a shepherd's eating grass. You're a fraud faggot sucking like the wrong package. You eat your own cock like a bath salt addict. You're not magic, just a muggle in the struggle trying to power pack with too small to cause damage. I got gold in my rich mind. I can mumble shit into spit shine. So cold with the flow when I spit, I'm sure that I froze Dumbledore with my sick lines. I know I got sick lines, and where's Dre at? I need a detox, I had to say that. I'm trying to ease up on an angel or a spacecraft. That's why I'm crazy, cause my brain's full with a great plan. I dominate and tamper with fabrics of an anti-slit. Show you that I mastered it. Marvel at the vision of a villain who just packaged in plethora of magic shit. Brainiac and planets, kid. I'll shrink it to the size of strings. Quantum physics type of thing, and demise I bring. I defy all who try to compromise my wings. So I should sign myself when I sign the king. Yeah, I'll sign this king, but I'll sign myself under Elohim. Yeah, I'll sign this king, but I'll sign myself under Elohim. Yeah. Come a monster, dodge a charge. Now monkey in the deep end. I be scheming mafioso. I ain't even got a logo. Call my heart to talk to God. All I hear is karma's yo-yo. Weighing pain like major pain, then hope sounds is your favorite muse. Paradox to Crocs, I'm post-side wearing gator shoes. I'll clown ya, outrageous. I'll poo in front of your faces. Shampoo my butt till it's tasteless. And prove my love for your patience. I choose to fight all my favorites. My truth is meant for all races. Our glue's been God's web for ages. Our youth is not meant for wages. Paid by the best, raised by the best. Buy we friend. I know I am meant to take more ascent. Chillin' on the nibbles like I'm Goku on a Percocet. Damn, now you know I'm living good, but good could be better. I wish a motherfucker would. They say I got the jungle on fire, throwing shit like a monkey that's high. Whoa, really dope, like really dope. Really dope, like really dope. They say I got the jungle on fire, throwing shit like a monkey that's high. Whoa, really dope, like really dope. Really dope. Do you better challenge me? Cause I practice like Yogi. Do what thou will until I'm snatching the trophy. If my chalice is holy, call me Alistair Crowley. A wicked beast I breed like the rabbit with Broly. I'm taking magic peyote till I'm Merlin the wizard. I'll teleport to a time of burning the scripture. I'll be searching for Hitler till I hurt him with vigor. I'll make him eat his testicle and burn off his nipples. Can he talk to God? Ask how much a dollar costs. God's a baker, so I ask how much the Holocaust. I know he's omniscient, so what's the problem, y'all? If not for genocide, we never learn to halt the wrong. Everything's for a reason, that's a dead horse. But I'm an alchemist and omens are the best source. Your mentality can be a double-edged sword. If you ain't happy, I recommend that you check yours. They say I got the jungle on fire, throwing shit like a monkey that's high. Whoa, really dope, like really dope. Really dope, like really dope. They say I got the jungle on fire, throwing shit like a monkey that's high. Whoa, really dope, like really dope. I'm really dope. Yeah, you know me, bro.
Naim Siddiqui.
Yeah, I'm finna ride the flow at baseline. I cannot let this wave die. Resuscitate my grave mind. The fate time, thriller type, but there's only your brain's mine. I study all the fake and great, regurgitate these hate lines. Think times, changing up my gray sky. City swimming in saliva, seeping through my slave mind. I stay high in daytime. You heard it through the grapevine. Playing with these apples, but my God, don't give me FaceTime. Got a revolutionary minute. I know I'm going Mach 5 and a couple digits. Diarrhea Glock. My shit don't stop when taking names. Rap is Jeopardy. I'm playing famous games. And when I win, I buy a yacht, combo gold to toe, selling pro, oh Van Gogh, like a cold as whole gorilla, like a aura, my aura like a tiller. And I am a rebel, I go ape shit like gorillas. Hear my tracks, man, understand you go bananas. You might just find nirvana if you learn to alter mantra. A felony, yes, I dodged me in class sex. Now all I wanna do in life is make class sex. Drake that shit, Quake traffic, collab with the best. J. Cole, yay, Mad Lib, shots to McNeil, he's an underrated asset. Yo, shit, HBO on the bros, they cakes, fat checks. Every day I go my fantasy. We finna eat a Emilino, no Applebee's. Everything I brush turn to gold, that's the Midas touch. All the things I love turn my soul, that's the finest drugs. I'm talking trees, LSD, and a couple caps. Just a couple things to cover up my troubled past. I've had enough trips to cover up a dozen maps. Been the hell of action, now I'm here to hustle rap. This song's a treat, these words are the seeds. I'ma spit them till you swallow like a bird on the knees. Your boy's smart enough to fuck those Yale dice. I'm the best spot, I'm talking no sale price. So price the God flows, holy grail nice. I'm so divine that I make the Pope hate Christ. Rhymes like Star Wars, fighting on the moon and shit. On some George Lucas shit, trying to pull some Judas shit. Am I a Sith Lord or a Jedi? Depends on which force I will let fly. A Death Star, I reign like a weapon. Kill stars till they name me the best one. Illuminate my space like a blessed sun. My shit is yin yang, that's the essence. Still looking in the burbs and I'ma crash in. I'm in the rap league of legends, watch you flash in. I've been charged up, Drake tagged in, fake dragon, spit fire like the ash in. The new name in the game, AIP. Here for the fame, better make my cream. The game plan is to climb and stay high G. Never stop until I face my king. I can't front like I know the ropes. The only rope that I know always chokes my throat. When the mind for a shot, all that to the Holy Ghost. One woman got my mind all barred up.
Maybe you will leave your man when I'm a star, love. I'm barred up, eliminate my space, my light has got a far touch. It's a jungle gym out here, I'm spitting monkey bars. I'm gonna sling my way into these bitches' money cars. I'm a paradox who paints my bitches' bloody hearts. Hip hop is part of my religion, it's a lovely art. What is up, guys? MKBHD here. No, but really. Okay, cool. Let's start the stream, right? Y'all ready to stream? Is that what you're here for? You guys want to stream? No? Nobody wants to stream? Huh? All right. Nobody's saying anything in the chat, so I just assume everybody left. So thanks for watching. Bye. No, can you guys hear me? Am I being heard? Hello. Hello. Oh, there we go. Now everyone's responding. What? Stop. Go away. How do you get to mobile dashboard? Twitch will always tell me, like, hey, mobile dashboard's available, but there's no way to get to it. It's kind of like a poorly coded app, I feel. The Twitch app is not. It's not very good. It's not very good. Hey, Desmond's here. Hi, Desmond. It's been a while. Sorry. It's been a while. All right. I guess just here we go, right? Let's start with some starting music. How about that? How about we play the theme song to the show, which there is no actual theme song to the show. So I'm going to find something that one of my friends made and call that the theme song. Welcome, everybody, to this, the beautiful and amazing and wonderful baseball offseason 2K18 thing, show, stream, chat, talk show. Oh, hi, Mark. Talk to Werble. I don't know what you're talking to me for. You can talk to Werble about any sort of veto or Sparks. Yell at them. I was at work all day. Not to say that I didn't agree with what they said. Just, Desmond asks why it takes so long for the comments to appear on the screen, because first the comment has to come to me, and then the comment has to go onto the screen, and then the comment has to then appear on, go to the Twitch servers. Yeah, so I'm not going to say anything. What? Warble is a dick. I'm not going to say anything that they didn't already say. No flipping. No flipping. All right. Let's talk about trades and signings. No, I'm not doing everything that came since Yelich. That's ludicrous. I'm not a crazy person. We're going to talk about Week 5 trades. I was just busy, so sorry. We're not doing this. Okay, so, boy, Week 5 is a joke. Caleb Cowart. Is Caleb Cowart really the biggest trade that happened this week? Oh, D. Gordon. Okay, cool. At least that's something. All right. Maybe I'll do Week 4 and Week 5. Not a lot happened in Week 5. Let's go back to Week 4. Week 5 signings thread. Oh, shit. That's some fire signings. Let's talk about signings first from Week 5. Cardinals sign Tommy Hunter to a 3-year, $18 million contract. I can say, as the person who went in agenting for Hunter, I was immediately seeking 318. So thanks to the Red Sox who drove up that price. I know B-Girl was upset to not win Tommy Hunter, but 318 from the Cardinals is what I went in seeking when he asked me for it. So once he hit that number, that's what he got. 318, not bad, not a bad amount of money for a guy like Tommy Hunter. Tampa Bay Rays signed a couple of mediocre pitchers. Mediocre meaning bad. Brett Anderson and Matt Garza both signed to 1 year, $1.5 million because they suck. They used to be all right, but they suck. Andrew McCutchen. The Andrew McCutchen extension took a while. It took a while to get the Andrew McCutchen extension figured out. But I don't know. We figured out a 5-year, $100 million extension with Andrew McCutchen, and that was I don't know. I would have wanted more, but it was just a big fight around. So whatever. We were trying to get 6 years, and you just wouldn't go for it. And eventually we caved, because we're little crumbling babies. We tumble like a house of cards. Much like the television show House of Cards, which tumbled because its star was a sexual predator. 2017. Isn't it great? That's a good point. Just like after dumping Blake Snell for pretty much nothing, they signed a couple of bad pitchers to slightly more money. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing in Tampa Bay. Let's see here. Trying to pull up the Week 4. Ooh, you know what? If I pull up the Week 4 survey, that'll have all the moves on it. Brilliant. Thanks, Jack Cust comeback. Jules Chassin signed with the San Francisco Giants to a 2-year, $20 million contract with a 2020 vesting option, which vests at 170 innings pitched in 2019, but I wish it was 220 innings pitched or something like that. 2020, 2020, 2020, 2020, 2020. Yeah, I don't know. 2 years, $20 million. That's not bad for Jules Chassin. He's a pretty decent pitcher who has, just pitched in Coors for a while. Yeah, the Cutch deal is pretty similar to the IRL Justin Upton deal, although he already was signed next year, so we'll see. I don't know. Who knows? I did think it was a little bit light. I just would have given him another year is all. Like I think we really wanted another year, but whatever. Yes, Josephson was just in San Diego, but he pitched in Colorado for a while. I know he was just in San. That's not what I was saying. Jeez, Christ. Yeah, V-Slike make a good point. It's not when you factor in the already guaranteed money, but he did get like $4 million more guaranteed next year, and then additional throughout the rest of the contract. Those are the signings from Week 5. Let's look at the Week 5 trades. Max Kranick for Paulo Orlando. I don't know what Davo is doing. He just keeps making all these moves that are nothing moves. So, yeah, I don't know. Paulo Orlando definitely doesn't fit on. This is a pretty even trade. It's probably my vote for most even trade this week. We'll see. Tyler Heineman for cash considerations, $30,000. By Tyler Heineman's gone for nothing. Cool. Chase Vallot for Drew Robinson. I don't know who these people are, so I'm just gonna keep going a little bit here. Caleb Cowart for Mac Williamson and Garrett Williams. Sure. Yeah. Caleb Cowart is definitely a prospect, a guy I've heard of. Like whatever. He wanted Caleb Cowart and he got him. Good job, Jiggy. Caleb Cowart. There we go. The D. Gordon trade. D. Gordon and Joe Dunand to the Giants in exchange for Tyler Beede, Brian Reynolds, Steven Duggar, and Ryan Howard. Ryan Howard presumably is a dude who just has the same name as Ryan Howard. So, whatever. D. Gordon is really, really good. And there's a reason that the real-life Mariners traded for him. Gordon is a dude who can hit for average and run really fast. So I definitely like the idea of having D. Gordon on any team because that skill set plays anywhere at the top of an order. Now, V-Slike, are you talking about Office alumnus Ryan Howard, or are you talking about the character? Because both the character Ryan Howard and the real-life first baseman Ryan Howard both appeared on The Office. Shea Simmons for $100,000. What? Like, why? Why for nothing? Like, just trade him for something. They could have made something for him. I don't know about that. All right, let's talk about Week 4 trades, because Week 5, maybe some more trades that get posted in a little bit. Actually, not maybe, definitely some more trades that get posted in a little bit, and we're going to talk about those in a minute. Let's talk about a lot more happened in Week 4. Derek Dietrich for Jamie Ritchie. Derek Dietrich is a name I've heard of. I know he's got some pretty decent all around fielding. He can hit sometimes, but he's not really all that good. But yeah. Fun fact, Pole Lover, we have there's an employee at our theater named Ryan Kelly, much like the St. Louis home loan expert Ryan Kelly. I just realized that we're playing the Deep Love mixtape, and I do not have the rights to this. This is technically illegal. So let's go ahead and skip it. There we go. Yeah, so, what's his name? Ryan Kelly is the name of we call him R. Kelly sometimes. We just had a dude apply 2 days ago, also named Ryan Kelly, and we're thinking about hiring him, and it would be hilarious. All right, so Derek Dietrich trade is is whatever. Yeah, I probably could have gotten more for Dietrich, but I don't know. You might have sold low on him. Blue Jays get Miguel Rojas, Edinson Volquez, and Edward Cabrera in exchange for Shane Dawson. Is Edinson Volquez good anymore? He hasn't been good in a while, right? Edinson Volquez. Is this like a salary dump? How much is Edinson Volquez making? I honestly forgot Edinson Volquez was even a Marlin. Yeah, he's whatever. So I guess a bit of a salary dump. Oh, Tommy John, got it. Yep, Edinson Volquez, Tommy John. So get rid of him and save some money because Derek Jeter's closing up those pocketbooks. Bye, pocketbooks. Pocketbook closed. Yeah, I don't know. It's just possible that Paul Lover fleeced Fly Kessel, who didn't realize that Edinson Volquez was hurt all year. All right. Okay. Let's talk about the Blake Snell trade. Actually, you know what? Blake Snell trade I know is a big one. So let's pull up the phone number. Lines are open for if you want to talk about the Blake Snell trade. Blake Snell goes to the Blue Jays in exchange for Lourdes Gurriel Jr. All right. So, not a bright trade from Professor What. Because I don't know. It's a prospect for prospect trade, but it's a prospect. It's a good prospect for a not as good prospect, and there's no reason to make the trade. It's a very strange trade. It's a very strange trade. Yeah. Professor, what was that trade? Yep. Yeah. Yeah. No. It's all right. Well. Lines are still open if you want to talk about any of these trades because we got some big ones coming up. Nationals acquired Jung Ho Gung in exchange for Rowdy Reed. Is Jung Ho Gung allowed in these majors? Allowed in this country? Like, is Jung Ho Gung even allowed in America right now? Because I don't think he is. I don't think he can play in the major leagues because he doesn't have a visa to be in America. This is a weird trade. They've got the rights to a person who's not allowed to be in the country where he'll be playing. I don't know what's up with the Jung Ho Gung trade. We'll save that for a little bit later, Pole Lover. But yeah, the Jung Ho Gung trade is very weird because he's not allowed in the United States of America, or Canada probably. I don't know. Maybe he's allowed in Canada. Maybe they should have. Maybe the Nationals are moving back to Montreal, and Jung Ho Gung's allowed in Canada, so he can still play 83 games a year. Because he's got 81 in Montreal and 2 in Toronto. Maybe that's what it is. We'll talk about the Abreu trade in a bit. Jesus. Can we talk about Madison Bumgarner first? Can we talk about Madison Bumgarner and Hunter Strickland for Kyle Tucker, Forrest Whitley, Yordan Alvarez, Marco Gonzalez, and Miles Straw? Can we talk about, for some reason, the Astros deciding to make a million trades, like even though they're the team who just won the World Series? Can we not talk about that? No? All right. Okay. I don't know. Grizzly likes to put lots of hands in the pot. Like to put hands in the... All right, fine. Everyone's talking about the Abreu deal. Let's talk about the Abreu deal. Call in. The number's on the screen if you want to call in and talk about the Abreu deal. It's 828-67-KUHAN. It's 828-675-8426. If you want to call in and talk about the Jose Abreu trade. The Dipoto meme was very funny, Jack. I laughed. The Rangers receive Jose Abreu and $3.9 million for the next 2 years in exchange for Ronald Guzman, Hans Kraus, Jose Trevino, and Michael De Leon. I don't know any of those people. And Pole Lover makes a good point. Derp didn't get Gallo. That's wow. Yeah, Terp didn't get Gallo. He should have got Gallo. I don't know. It's definitely not as good as Jack's Abreu trade from last year. You know, but then again, what is as good as Jack's offseason last year, where he just blew up the team and built a team that could win the World Series now. Let's talk about this Dipoto meme real quick, yeah, because Jack really wants to, and I want to show off the fact that I can put it on the screen, maybe. Maybe, possibly. Here we go. Still not good enough. Still the worst trade. Wote trade. No, it's a good trade. Hey, look at that. It's working. It's working. Hold on. Let's turn off text. Change image to be display capture. There we go. Let's go ahead and change the size a little bit. Boom. There we are. Who needs D. Gordon in exchange for other good players when you can have Billy Hamilton? Who needs a guy who can get on base with speed when you can have a guy who just has one tool? Who needs that, right? Am I right? I requested a Manuel. Don't. Just like, how about put it in the commish chat, because I can't pull up mod mail while I'm also trying to stream. All right, there's the meme. Meme showed up. Who is Brett Godner 11? Is that? Actually, I have no idea who that is. Come back here into the chat. Boom. All right. Desmond asks, how do you get a custom phone number? I got it through Google Voice. Boom. Problem solved. The Brett Lucroy trade was great. Lucroy trade is the best trade. You can eat a billion dicks, because it's a World Series caliber team there. The my Tampa Bay Rays. Where's my? Oh, right, they're all up there. All right. I'm not gonna do it. Okay, A's get whatever. Luis Castillo, the Dustin Fowler trade. Yay. The Billy Burns trade. Hey, let's talk about the Jake Odorizzi trade. Braves get Jake Odorizzi. Rays get Matt Adams, Ricardo Sanchez, Mauricio Cabrera. I mean, like, he's a first baseman, but Jake Odorizzi's being sold low too for no reason. It's the same with the Alex Colomé for Eric Fetty trade. I don't know. He might need a chaperone. I told him to just talk to T-Doc about stuff too, cause I don't know. The Brett Miller trade. What is? The Rays made a lot of trades this week. Last week, Brad Boxberger trade. The Jonathan Villar trade, I think, wasn't so bad for them. I don't know. The Rays just made a ton of trades last week, and a lot of them weren't great. If he's like your deal got less attention than Matt Adams, because I know Matt Adams a lot better than who was what? The Dustin Fowler. Yeah, I know. I know stuff. Jack is I love how much Kuhan hates doing these streams and doesn't know anything about any of the players involved in trades. Yeah, fun fact. I don't know anything about baseball. So fun fact. V-Slick says he hadn't been active till that week. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. Life happens, but he just made a lot of trades in rapid succession, and most of them were bad. Astros acquire Zach Britton and cash in exchange for Francis Martes and Ramon Laureano. That's a trade that happened. I don't know why the Astros keep trading for stuff. Zach Britton, I know, was someone that we worked on for a long time, and whatever happened. Rockies get Matt Duffy for Chad Bettis and Tyler Nevin. That's actually, I think, not that bad a trade. Matt Duffy, I think, is not that great, and Chad Bettis, I think, is better. So, good for you, Joe. Giants get Andrew Triggs, Ben Spitznagel, and Sky Bolt in exchange for Cody Guerin, Kevin Beltre, CJ Hinojosa, and Sandro Fabian. Yeah, man, the Andrew Triggs trade. He's a big Andrew Triggs. Andrew Triggs exists. And then the Cardinals get Will Smith in exchange for Tommy Edman and Mike Myers. Mike Myers is a dude who has had some trouble at the major league level and might just need a change of scenery. Will Smith is a reliever who isn't bad. I'm getting requests to play Hat Change, so I'll do it because I'm nothing if not a slave.
Hat Change.
All right, and now we're back to our regularly scheduled program. I have no idea what this video is. What is this video that you just sent me, Paul Lover? YouTube is loading. Whatever, it's not loading. Oh, from Lawrence Arabia. Okay. Let's look at some signings. JD Martinez to the Dodgers for 6 years, $150 million. Okay, this one I can talk about because I know who JD Martinez is. There's a lot of prospects. I don't know. We make a whole lot more trades than they do in real life, and I don't. It's one of those things where I get it. It's a sim, but we make a whole lot of trades, and sometimes it's like here's a bunch of prospects for a bunch of this. It's like, well, like in real life they made like 6 trades. 6 years, $150 million to JD Martinez, which is a whole lot of money from a team that didn't necessarily need a bad defensive outfielder who can mash dongs. I don't know. I remember like the first stream saying like, oh, JD Martinez didn't get enough money from the SB Nation sim because it sounded like a $30 million a year deal. But this is still quite a bit of Skrilla. What is this, like $33 million a year at 6/150? That's it's quite a bit from the Dodgers, who I don't think necessarily needed JD Martinez, especially not at 6 years. Oof. So good job to JD Martinez's agent. I don't remember who it was. Let me check real quick. Desmond. Hey, good job, Desmond. Oh, sorry, 25. Sorry. You're right. I don't know. My math is way off. Sorry, 180 would be 30. So yeah, 25 million, but still a whole ton of money and too many years. Hey, John. The Neil Walker deal. Neil Walker, 2 years, $20 million. For I never said Carlos Santana sucked. That is not true. Find a clip. I said Alan Craig is great, but I never said Carlos Santana sucked. John, just so you know, this is a stream for the baseball offseason 2K18 sub. So just FYI, none of these are real moves. Oh, this is the one that Rory is in. Rory is in this one as well. Yep. Let me skip that. All right. Neil Walker. Yeah, whatever. Alex Avila to the Rockies for 2 years and $12 million. You know what? I think that's a pretty solid deal. Alex Avila is just fine. He's a perfectly decent player. $6 million a year, I think, is probably reasonable. Doug Fister to the Orioles for 1 year and $7 million. Doug Fister sucks, but $7 million isn't like a whole ton of money. It's like expecting him to be maybe a one-win player. Fernando Rodney to the Rangers for 1 year and $4 million. He's just hanging around the league for now. We'll see what happens with him. Mike Fiers to the Tigers for 1 year and $3 million. Yeah, that sounds about right. AJ Ellis for 1 year and $2 million with a 2019 vesting option. Sure, whatever. Stephen Vogt was a guy who I thought should have gotten more, and other people thought should have gotten more, but nobody thought he should have gotten more to the tune of offering him more money. So, whatever. Doug Fister sucks. Dino. Dino says, I missed a chance to say Fiers was a fire signing, but it wasn't, though. It wasn't a fire signing. Yeah. No more week 5 trades have been posted after Abreu. Someone could call in. Nobody's been calling in. If anybody has anything to say about any of these trades, speak now. I'm not gonna go back to week 3. That's too long ago. If you have specific week 3 deals you want to talk about, go ahead and throw them in the chat, and I'll discuss them to the best of my ability. But I'm not gonna talk about week 3 if I don't have anything specific to talk about. I'm not gonna go through that trade thread. Signings. Yovani Gallardo signed to a 1 year, $2 million deal. Well, all right. Josh Lindblom signed to a $650,000 deal. Come on. Tyler Flowers to a 2 year, $20 million extension with a $10 million player option for 2021. What are the Ozuna and Real Muto deals? Like, post them. I need to know what they are. I don't remember exactly what the deals were from 2 weeks ago. Like, I can't tell you point for point the damn deal from the damn whatever. Let me just go to fucking week 3 survey results. Christ on a cracker. I hate all of you. Sorry. I'm sorry. It's been a long day. Let me see here. Got it up right now. If it loads. There we go. Rockies received Marcell Ozuna and Kyle Bearclaw for Riley Pint, Forrest Wall, and Dom Nunez. I don't know. I don't know these Rockies prospects. Can somebody tell me anything about these Rockies prospects? Because I don't follow Rockies prospects. Are they good? I assume they're good. I mean, it's Marcell Ozuna, so they'd have to be pretty good. So, good on the Rockies for getting good players. Good on the Marlins. Check us as they are not good. See, I don't know, because Mauricio Cabrera also throws 100 miles an hour, so. A Hanley Ramirez trade. White Sox receive Hanley Ramirez, Zhuwei Lin, and Josh Okameki in exchange for Tyler Saladino. What? Why? I don't know why any of that happened. That seems like not a great deal for Okimi. Akimi? Okamenki. All right. Look, I don't know all these names off the top of my dome. I'm reading it for the first time. Josh Akimi. Akimi? I don't know, man. A's received Chance Adams and Domingo Acevedo and Aaron Hicks in exchange for Chris Davis and Paul Blackburn. I know most players in the major leagues on most teams. I don't know all the fucking prospects of every team. Jesus. Davis is a decent player, but the Yankees got a lot for him. Sorry, gave up a lot for him. The Yankees gave up a lot for Chris Davis, and I don't know that they should have. I mean, he's perfectly good, but he's like, I don't know, not great. A's received Tanner Roark in exchange for Casey Meisner, Jacob Brugman, and Renato Nunez. What? Like, just some bad players for Tanner Roark. What the fuck? I don't know a lot about Sick Nerf Loopstock, but I do know his first name is Francis backwards, and that's an A grade name. Joe Panic to the Blue Jays, Dan Straily to the Mets, Fulmer to the Rockies, the Fulmer-Selman trade. No, sorry, the Straily-Selman trade. Bad. Yeah, probably shouldn't have given up Robert Selman for Dan Straily. That's a starting pitcher for starting pitcher trade, right? Is Dan Straily still a starting pitcher? It's a starting pitcher for starting pitcher trade where you get a worse pitcher. What? Yeah, I don't know. Fulte trade. Gaddis trade. Brandon Moss to the Rays. Jesus. John Lackey to the Pirates would never happen in real life. He would just retire. Seth Smith to the Pirates is fine. Wade Davis to the Rockies is pretty solid. I would say. Fuck off, mods. Your dumbass AAV rule. Yeah, seems about right. Jonathan Lucroy is not a good deal this year. Oh, sorry. We're talking about this year's Lucroy. Sorry, talking about my Lucroy trade. I'm tired, you guys. I shouldn't have streamed tonight. That was a bad call. Australia is better right now. I'm betting that Selman will be better in 3 to 4 years. I didn't realize Australia was good last year because I remember him being not very good for like 2 years, right? Wasn't he like good and then like bad for a while and then was he good again? Jack Cuss Comics, if nobody calls, please scroll back in questioning and read aloud the entire discussion of AAV. Australia was like exactly average this year. Well, if Australia was average, was Selman bad? Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't have done it. Look, I know I'm on the commish team, but my support of the AAV deal comes from basically the fact that there's in real life, the real GMs have an incentive to not backload contracts, which is that that they're going to be the GM in 3 years, or if they're not the GM in 3 years, it's because they backloaded the contract and crippled the team, and they made bad deals like that. In the sim, you can backload contracts all you want because there's no consequences. So if we have to find a way to counteract backloading of deals besides just saying no backloading, period. So that. Even when before I was a commissioner, when the AAV thing was being discussed, I was still for it. I think it's a good idea. Sorry, Vslex says they're not likely not to be the GM in 3 years. No, I mean in real life. I mean like a real life GM. usually has the job security to be the real life GM in 3 years. But in the sim, they're not likely to be the GM next year, and even if they are, they're not beholden to the moves they actually made. So yes, there's consequences of the other GMs judging you, but there's no actual, like, you building your team for 2018. You build your team however you want to. I don't give a shit if the other GMs judge me. I made great deals. All right, well, fucking, like, whatever. For the most part, you're likely to be the GM in 2 to 3 years. If you're not making bad deals. Jack has come back. Which is name? No, that's right. They get called out, but there's no actual tangible problem with it. Like, they get called out, but they don't, except for people with thin skin like Lupe. A lot of times they're like, well, whatever. I'm building for this year, and that's my plan. Jake Smolinski is all right? He's a first baseman for the A's, to the best of my recollection. I know he plays for the Oakland Athletics. Is he not a first baseman? I don't know. He's okay, isn't he? Has Williams also even played a game? Isn't he? Outfielder. Okay, I was close. I don't think... I can't tell you anything about Robbie Scott. Hey, you know what? Jim Edmonds was one of the greatest defensive center fielders of all time, and he played some first base. So, fuck off. Didn't Robbie Scott just have, like, surgery? Right? He's not playing, is he? I cannot tell you about Mitch Haniger's trade value, but I do know he hits like 6th in the order for the Mariners, so that's not bad. Oh my God, what is happening? My opinion on the IRL Aledmys Diaz trade. I think the Cardinals sold very low on Aledmys Diaz and got practically nothing back. I don't know. I would have given him another year and seen what we could get back from him, but it's also whatever because he just was very bad. All right, I'm getting a call. Caller's on the line. Hold on 1 second here.
Call from
Warble.
to accept 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Caller, you on the air?
Hey, it's Warble.
Hey, Warble, what's up?
So I saw in chat that they wanted you to read Betty's manifesto.
I was going to say manifesto. You want to read Betty's manifesto?
I can read it if you want.
Go ahead.
All right. Let me just scroll through it real quick because Slack is being dumb. Okay. All right, well, I guess here we go. Fundamentally, the supply of goods in MLB is static. There is no way to gain players that can be signed to deals and no way to delete players. Players that are free agents will sign, and there will not be talent other than the free agents that are available to sign. Similarly, the money available in a sim is static. Whereas the players in the sim being static is pre-representative IRL, the money side isn't. If you give the Blue Jays $500 million, it doesn't change anything. They're going to spend up to the point where the price they pay is no longer making them a profit, which is the point they already spend at now. As things are right now, every team spends up to the point where their marginal revenue equals the cost. They're fundamentally being financially negligent if they don't do that. Adding extra money to any team's resources does not change the marginal revenue equation unless the team is financially struggling. Now, if you give the Sim Jays $700 million, there's nothing else they can do with that money. For all intents and purposes, You might as well call the 500 million free agent bucks because they're literally just meaningless representations of tokens to buy players. Kessel can't keep it. He can't use it for other purposes. The only thing he can do is spend it on players. Accordingly, prices respond to this. That's paragraph 1. Here's paragraph 2. Now imagine you give every team double the money they currently have to spend on free agents. This doesn't actually change anything. What it does is make the dollar per war rise because the number of war available remains constant. The money supply increases. You have not changed the competitive equilibrium. Instead, you've just made it to where an old 440 deal is now 480. This, for example, is why Jansen signed for 6/130 and Chapman signed for 4/100 last year. The supply of money was so high that teams were willing to go beyond the IRL equilibrium in order to sign players. When every deal is an overpay, is any deal really an overpay? Once you have altered the money supply, you have to reset your evaluations on how much to spend. Just because you now have 40 million to spend instead of 20 million does not by any means mean you're better off. You're literally effectively the exact same, adjusting the price to pay. The sim is effectively a zero-sum game. Every time someone gains, the competitive loss is distributed to the rest of the league. That's paragraph 2. This comes back to backloading. Backloading is similar. Years 2 through 10 of a contract don't actually exist. No one's going to care if you're screwing yourself over long term. In an unregulated sim, everyone would do 500 deals because why not? But obviously some regulation is necessary. There is a point where backloading becomes too much. Now, where is that point? Let's say it's where the first salary is more than 25% below the AAV. Now, let's say you have multiple teams negotiating for Carlos Santana, and the Astros offer 20. Now, let's say the Indians really don't want to go over 19 million, but they also really don't care about years 2 and 3, so they offer 18, 25. Now, obviously, the agent would accept, after all, the players getting an extra 8 million. But the Astros' response would be to just bump the offer up to 20, 25, because after all, years 2 and 3 do not matter. This continues on and on, with the Indians keeping the first salary at 18 million, with continually bumping years 2 and 3, and the Astros responding with 20 million in the first year and bumping years 2 and 3. This continues until the Astros reach their offer of 20, 30, an AAV of 26.667 million, and a first-year salary of 75% of the AAV. Now, at this point, both the Astros and Indians GMs realize something. They just wasted a lot of time. They also already know they don't care about years other than 2018. So the solution to this is simple. Why not make it so that every offer consistently has a first-year salary 25% below the AAV? And he hit the character limit, so he continued somewhere else. The Astros and Indians GMs effectively now have a bidding war in place. Now this bidding war is limited purely by the first year's salary. Regardless of the backloading limit is 0% or 25%, they purely care about the first year's salary. If they do not backload, they are put into disadvantage against teams that are backloading. But this fundamentally means that if every team can backload, then they must backload in order to get the most out of their assets. And that's the whole thing.
Oh, that was it? Okay, sorry. I was about to go make some tea.
So yeah, that was that.
Cool. I mean, in principle, I actually agree with all of that. That all makes exact sense and is just more economically worded. Sorry, not economically worded, just worded in economic jargon in more of a way than I would have. Definitely didn't use economy of language.
As an econ major, when I saw the word, like, well, I think it was like marginal revenue or something like that, or marginal profit or whatever, I was like, oh, is he really he's really going to use economics to explain this? Like, we actually want to hear this right now? Like, we really care about the economic principles that drive, like, the market? Like, no one can, like, it's a sim. Like, who cares?
No, I mean, yeah, the way he said it was, I mean, like, not the way I would have said it, but in fewer words, it's basically, if everyone can backload, then why not backload? Because you can just ignore future years. Even backloading at a reasonable rate, there's no real disincentive. There's no real problem with doing that, and so why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, have you talked about the Ohtani stuff yet? No.
Not yet, no, because the Otani stuff is happening, but there's nothing to say until something actually goes down next week, right?
I think so. Yeah. I'm just scrolling through all the pitches and stuff. So yeah, no. For all of you GMs who are sitting in the chat right now listening to this, I've been talking to Ethan about what he's thinking about Otani and stuff, and he says that he really would appreciate. He said he would fully consider the teams for which the GM actually took the time to write out a good justification and didn't just meme it up or whatever. So if you want to go back and edit your pitch to make it an actual pitch and not just some random thing, I think you might have a better chance at landing him in the sim. Just a tip.
You say just the tip?
Yeah, that's just a tip.
Just the tip.
Ethan said he will consider the pitches that are actually pitches and not, like Jack Tuck comes back saying, to show my commitment first. That's nothing to him. He doesn't care about that. He's not going to pay attention to that. Or like Davo copying and pasting all the Wikipedia stuff about Kansas City.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was really all I was calling in for.
Cool. All right. Well, that's cool. Well, thanks for calling in.
Sure.
Thanks for calling in and being Betty on the line. I appreciate it.
Yeah, peace.
Bye. Yep. Dana says 10 out of 10 call in. P Novice asked for an ETA on the stream 10 minutes ago. Christ on a fucking cracker. Oh my god. This is the best. This is the best, worst, everything. Ooh. Oh, hey, Mike Trout's getting married tomorrow. Good for Mike Trout. I don't know. This Nerf gun was sitting under my desk, and I decided to start playing with it. But all my Nerf darts are over there. All right, well, if nobody else has any ideas for what to say for the rest of the... D-backs should go permanently back to the old uniforms, like the 2001 uniforms. Yeah. I need to return this to Walmart because I messed with it and now it's not working properly. So I just need to be like, hey, I opened this up and it didn't work right. No, I think the Diamondbacks should definitely go back to the old 2001 uniforms for sure. We had we're only like an hour. I don't know. If you're like 5 minutes and not call in, I'm not talking to you about the veto. That's not happening. Yeah, I don't know. This was a bad stream. I will cop to that. I think this is a bad stream. And you guys deserve better. You deserve better than what this stream was. This stream was not very good. And I apologize. I hadn't given you all the stream in a while. And I thought, hey, you know what? Let me give him a stream. But what I gave you was not what you deserve. And I apologize, you guys. I apologize. But look, I can change the colors of my lights. Let's make it red again. More of an orange. Dino says I enjoyed it. Thanks, Dino. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate that you guys enjoyed the stream. But I don't know. It's fine. I appreciate all of you. I don't really think it was like terrible or anything. I just I don't know. I think I really just am burnt and didn't have the kind of energy that I should otherwise. But I love all you guys, and I really appreciate everything you do. I'm just burnt and wasn't super energetic like I like to be. So sorry. Yankees making progress on a trade for Giancarlo Stanton. What? Bonkers. There's no darts in the gun. No Nerf darts in the Nerf gun. I realize that pretending that I'm shooting myself in the face is really a bad idea with a gun. It would have been funnier if there was actually a Nerf dart in the gun. And I wasn't thinking about that. The gun became broken, Sparks, because I opened it up. And I took a spring out. Had nothing to do with doing that. What do I got? What do I got around here that I can talk about? Desmond says, why do you have it if it's broken? I bought it like a week ago and I needed to return it. It was just sitting underneath my desk. Oh, you know what else I got today? I did not else, but I got a vinyl record of Motion City Soundtrack's Even If It Kills Me came in today. It was exciting. All right, V-Slike, feel free to call in. I'm going to put the number back on the screen here. 828-667-KUHAN to call in. 828-675-8426. Hey, Be Nervous is following me on Twitch. Good for you. Talk about trees. Desmond, let's talk about trees. By which I mean marijuana. Oh, look, I'm getting a phone call.
To accept, press 1. Send a voicemail, press 2. To accept.
Caller, you're on the air.
Hey.
Hey.
Sorry about my voice. I got a cold, so I'm a
Sound
little
fine.
messed up. But first, I want to say I love JCC's idea to have Desmond and Kuhan actually talk about whether prospects are good together. I will hang up and let you all do that right now if Desmond is available.
I'm into that. I'm into that idea. I'm down for public embarrassment. Always. I'm always look. I'm just an attention whore, so I'm always down for public embarrassment. That's not a problem.
There you go. Hey, you're at the right age for that. Being older, can mess with your job.
How old are you?
So these days I got a show.
How old are you?
25.
I'm 24.
I'm an old 25 now. Like my birthday's coming up. Relative.
My birthday's coming up in 2 months. I'm like a year younger than you.
All right, I shouldn't have said anything. This is...
No, whatever. That's just who I am. It's personality. I'm whatever. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't do anything that would lose me a job. Like, it's whatever. I'll go on and be kind of stupid on the internet, but like, I'm not gonna go and like get hammered and like show my dick to anybody. Like, that's not gonna happen.
I'm pretty sure that's what the last streaming session was, but I guess I did miss one, so maybe
I don't drink.
Oh, all right. Well, I suppose I shouldn't be talking about the veto, so I won't say anything about that. But I will talk about the offseason because I'm getting lots of comments from people about, your offseason doesn't make sense. You keep buying players, you sell players. What's happening here? Basically, I think the A's...
Well, I will say, hold on. I will say offseason not making sense, keep buying players and selling players fits right in line with the Oakland Athletics manifesto. Like, that's about right.
Yes, so that's one part of it. But then, I don't think they're set for anything good the way that they're going. They've got, kind of a mediocre team. They've got a farm that's probably a little bit above average. But when you by the time the farm really starts to pay off, Chapman, Olsen, those guys are going to be ARB eligible, which means in Oakland terms, they're getting shipped out. So instead of, kind of having this mismatch of you've got prospects that will contribute in a few years, but you've got a bunch of players on the team that need to be like a part of a win-now team because their value is only going to go down, why not try and build a good team now? And then, if it doesn't work out, you just rebuild because that's all the A's do anyway. And, so that's basically the idea behind it. So I've been trying to trade some of my guys who, are ARB eligible or free agency eligible soon. Chris Davis, that was a big reason for that. And then get players that are controllable for longer amounts of time, preferably at, relatively reasonable salaries. So that's Marte, Theo, Romano, obviously, all the prospects I got are going to be controllable. Eunice is controllable. I don't know how to say his name. I should probably figure that out. Jacob Eunice? That sounds bad.
Eunuch? What?
I'm going to go with the first one, even if that's not right.
I remember the first time that I ever read Kike Hernandez's name, and I was like, that can't be right.
Oh, that's like, you remember when Euclid's name, I forget exactly what it was, but Euclid's name and his URL and the way it interacted on Baseball Reference just ended up not being good.
Yeah, it was Youkike. It was...
Oh, that's right.
Yep. Yeah. Yuka.
So literally a Jewish slur in the URL.
In the URL of especially as a Jewish player. But yeah, no, it was Yuka Ke. Because it's the last 5 of the last name and the first 2 of the first name, and they,
that's right.
Yeah, they could not continue that to happen.
Yeah, good news, we fixed that, and there's been no anti-Semitism and no racism on the internet ever.
Yep.
Way to go, Baseball Reference! You solved that problem.
Baseball Reference solved racism.
Yep. And they made great advancements in sabermetrics. So I think really solving racism is their secondary.
Sure.
Huh? So any other questions? I guess I'm already called in, and everybody now knows what I sound like at least, and how old I am. Although that seems to have been a pretty open secret already. I think I'm the second oldest, other than Davo. I could be wrong about that.
No, I think Jiggy's older too.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I think so.
Oh, and T-Doc, I think it's
T-Doc. Yeah, no, I think I don't know. I feel like you're right in the middle. Like I feel like you and I are right in the middle, but I don't know. I still feel like I still forget that everyone on the like I still feel like in my head because when I first was on the internet I was 14. I've been on the I was on internet forums when I was like 14. So in my head like everyone was 21, and now in my head everyone is still 21, but in my head that's still older than me. I'm like, well, no, that's not right. Like everyone was 21 but also 7 years older than me, and now it's still that, but I'm like, well, no. They're just all still 21, but now they're younger than me.
Very good, very good. Oh, I remember what it was. I'm one of the only 2 married people. Davo's the other one. That's what I was thinking about.
That makes sense. Yeah. Get married young. Wow. My best friends just got married this year too. So that's weird to me too.
Yeah, I got married at 21, which was not a decision that I planned on happening. But you meet the right person, and
sure.
At a certain point, it doesn't really matter what age you are.
My best friend got married in April, and it's weird because you still feel young, and then your best friend gets married, and you realize that you've been friends for a decade, and when you start measuring your relationships in decades, that's first of all there's that, and now he's having a kid, and I'm like, wow, that's we're adults, he's got to take care of another human being, that is that's what adults do.
Yeah, that's weird.
When your friends start having children on purpose, when it says, oh yeah, my girl's pregnant, and the question isn't what are you gonna do? It's, oh, congratulations. That's when you realize that you're a grown man.
Oh wait, this is something you all actually meant to happen.
Yeah,
well,
yeah. This was on purpose. Oh, okay. Well, congrats.
See, actually, I have a little bit of the opposite thing where, I'm around adults all day and stuff, and then my wife goes to, work, and I turn into, a 15-year-old. I'm talking about baseball on the internet. I'm playing video games. I'm eating chicken nuggets.
Yeah, no, I mean, and we still watch superhero movies and discuss, comic books and, play video games. But, it's also you're going to have a kid in, 6 months. What the fuck? Still there? Nope. Call dropped. Oh well. Yeah, looks like the call dropped. R.I.P. in peace. I don't think JJ774368 is Lupe. And for some reason I can't ban him. I like how everyone believes that he's Lupe. No, you just asked, are you Lupe? And he's like, yeah, I'm Lupe. What? How do you... You guys are so gullible. You guys are the most gullible people in the world. It's not pronounced loop. It's Lupe. Like Guadalupe Chavez. Yeah, Sparks, you can get my opinion on Bofa. You can get my opinion on Bofa. Bofa these nuts. All right. Oh, Brett Gardner is Josh. That makes sense. Why don't you have a jingle for showing your nuts on stream? Desmond, I'll never show you my nuts again if you call on the stream. Nut change. Boom, boom. Let's go back here. Penthouse Skank from Tom Riddler. Oh, V's like off the line now. Warble, did you clip me doing both of these nuts? Because I didn't even do it right. Like, I should have just been like, both of these nuts. Bofa. Come together. Come together. Come together. Alright. It's a good thing I'm wearing sweatpants, guys. Because I was going to do this show in my underwear, but I put on pants. I don't know what else to do on the stream, Dino, for real. Like, I'm just sitting around, waiting for Desmond to call. I'm gonna go put on my record. Give me a sec. And I'm back. Desmond, you did not try to call in. That's a lie. The lie detector test determined that was a lie. All right, you guys asked for it. It's time for
Hat cheese.
So, I just got a couple things in today actually. Okay, so the first thing that came in today for me, was, cable is not long enough. I need a longer cable. These here. So this is the new Liberty Plus from Zolo. The color's not right to properly show you what the color is here. Hold on, let me change the light color here. I'm gonna just do like an actual white here. There we are. It's a more. Here, let me actually give us a little bit more of a hue there. There we go. All right, so these are the Zolo Audio Liberty Plus. Zolo Audio incubated with Anchor. Take off the box for them downstairs, but they are these pretty sweet wireless earbuds. So take them out of the case here like that, and there's little like totally fully wireless earbuds. You can put them in your ears, and it's they're pretty sweet. I kickstarted them, just got them in today. I've been using them all day, trying them out, and they're pretty cool. I like them. So that is the Zolo Audio Liberty Plus from Zolo, available soon on Amazon. I liked it quite a bit. The other thing I got today was, let me change the color again for this one to this, yeah, still light blue here. Was this here. This is a double vinyl of Motion City Soundtrack's second album, Even If It Kills Me. And this is the rear art of Motion City Soundtrack on the back, and the cover art on the front, which is all new art. You can see on the side, on the spine, the right there we got the name of the album, and over there the name of the artist, Motion City Soundtrack. And what I like about this is, so it's a double vinyl, which is actually, it was actually pretty cheap for this double vinyl, and it comes in with two different slip covers, one light blue and one pink, and both of the vinyls are also this cool light blue color. This neat little light blue vinyl. So side A, side B, and let's put this aside, and then put that back here. And over here we got side C and side D in a pink sleeve, but it is also a blue vinyl. Because as you can see, the main colors of this album were blue and pink. Also, I got the other day, let's see here, when I went to see The Disaster Artist, while we were waiting for the movie to start, we went and hung out at the record store, and I got a sweet-ass vinyl of Weird Al Yankovic's Dare to Be Stupid. This is the album that's got Like a Surgeon on it, Dare to Be Stupid, of course, Yoda, Girls Just Want to Have Lunch, Hooked on Polkas. And this was a used vinyl, but it came with a pretty sweet slipcover with all the lyrics on the back. And it's a pretty good condition vinyl. If I pull it out here from the top. So side 1 and side 2. Pretty sweet vinyl. I'm a big Weird Al fan. I like Weird Al a lot. So. V-Slex says I didn't know Weird Al had vinyl. I mean, two things. First of all, Weird Al actually just released something called the Squeeze Box, which is like all of his albums in vinyl. Desmond, please do that, because I've never been to a Weird Al concert, and I really want to go sometime. But also, Weird Al, I mean, Weird Al's been around for 40 years. In 1985, when this vinyl was released, vinyl was the primary way to sell music, right? Like, it was vinyl and 8-track. So yeah, I got that, and I've also got, actually, the vinyl that's currently sitting in my record player right now, which is Weird Al's In 3D. And, I'm getting a call on the line.
Call from
Desmond.
Caller, you are on the air.
What's up?
What's going on, Desmond? Desmond now on the line. Hold on real quick, though. In 3D has such songs as Eat It, The Brady Bunch, I Lost on Jeopardy, Theme from Rocky 13, and Nature Shall to Hell. I think they did have cassettes. They had like 8 tracks and stuff, but yeah, no. In 3D came out in 84. And yeah, right here it says, I don't know if you can read that, but it says also on cassette. So talk about the Weird Al concert you went to, Desmond.
It was great.
When'd you go?
I found a really good show.
Oh, sorry, hold on, wait. I just accidentally unplugged the microphone. There we go. Sorry, everything got mixed up for a second. When did you go?
I think the summer before last.
Summer before last?
He does like all of his most popular songs. In between, they play like funny clips from TV shows and movies he's been in. It's really funny.
And he does like a lot of costume changes, right?
Yes, I think between every single song he does a costume change.
So he would have played. Well, he probably does like all the Star Wars songs dressed as a Jedi or something like that, right? Like he does Saga Begins and Yoda both like back to back or something. Does he not? I don't know.
Yeah, I think he saved that for like the encore.
Gotcha. That makes sense. Are you a big Weird Al fan?
I mean, I like him, but I never really seek out to listen to his music or anything.
Yeah, I feel that sometimes. I don't know. When I'm looking for vinyl, I'm just looking for like people I heard of and like. And especially when I'm looking at like a used vinyl store, it's like, well, I don't want to. Like, there's not like a lot of '80s stuff that I like more than just singles of, So I'll go and hunt down like Weird Al records, which are sometimes harder to find. The only single I have is Under Pressure, which is my favorite song. But I don't know. Do you have what's some of your favorite 70s and 80s music?
My favorite what?
70s and 80s music, like around that era. I'm looking for new vinyls, so that's a good place to start, right?
I don't know. Who was popular in the 70s and 80s?
It's a softball question, Desmond.
I don't know. I like Elton John a lot.
All right. Okay. Did you see did you watch Kingsman? The Golden Circle, the new Kingsman movie?
I didn't watch the new one, no.
Oh, because Elton John had a big role in it. It was fun.
Gotcha. Definitely not Huey Lewis in the News. Huey Lewis in the News sucks.
Oh, actually, hold on, wait.
I wish Pedro was listening so he could hear that.
It's funny that you say that
Hi, Spark.
because Huey Lewis and the News is indeed one of the records I own. 4 by Huey Lewis and the News, including such songs as Hip to Be Square.
You should get rid of that.
It was like $4. And they didn't have actually it was less than that because they didn't have the sleeve for it. So I got an empty sleeve for Wham's Make It Big and put Huey Lewis and the News' 4 in it.
Innovative.
V-Slike wants us to talk about Louis Castillo and or Sal Romano.
Luis Castillo is the next Pedro Martinez.
That's Carlos Martinez, though.
Well, Luis Castillo is the next Carlos Martinez.
Okay.
Any shortest pitch next Pedro Martinez, really.
Sure.
That was a joke. Anyway. Sal Romano's really good too. I think he'll be a solid 3 or 4 starter. And for a bad team like the Reds, maybe even a solid 2. I don't know too much about him, but I don't know. I'm excited for the next 3 or 4 years. Start starting pitching.
It looks like the call dropped, but either the call dropped or Desmond was just like, "I'm just not going to be here." Sorry, I got an email back from Voodoo customer support asking me questions that I already answered. Hold on, let's see here. I'm using an Android phone. It doesn't matter what title because I can't even get to the screen where I take a picture, but the title is Easy A. Error message is location must match billing address, but I am at my billing address, so what gives? Question mark. And send. Cool. All right. So what we're going to do now is I am going to put on my new record. Here, why don't y'all come with me to my record player. Hi, we're over here now. Okay. Oh, let me get the sleeve for in 3D so I can put my old album back where it belongs. Oof, that is some harsh light right in my face. Turn that off for just a moment here. It's very dark now, isn't it? Yeah, it is. All right, fine. Harsh light's back. So if you're wondering about my my record stuff, I hope you guys can still hear me. This is an Audio-Technica APL60 stereo turntable, and I'm using Mackie CR3 speakers. With that, I'm going to go ahead and choose. Go ahead and remove LP1. There we go. Oh, y'all can't see my face. Cool, cool. Yeah, if I turn the light off, yeah, it's too dark. Yeah, for sure. Too dark, like T-Dark. Hey, LMAO. There we go. Okay, side A. I'm gonna drop on the record player right now. There we go. Drop it on. And we hit play. Ooh, I love that sound. That's the sound of the record going on the record player here. Let me see what happens. If I turn the volume up a little bit, maybe you'll hear it. Let's try. Yeah. You heard that, right? I like that sound. Plus the crackle of the record. There we go. All right, let's take the that off the screen. There we go. Okay, I guess you guys couldn't hear me when I was telling you about my record stuff. Last night I fell in. Great, cool. So yeah, what I was trying to say was, so I had to take my record out and put the new one in. So what I've got is a Audio-Technica LP 60 record player and a Mackie CR3 powered speakers right now. I didn't used to have any speakers, so for a while I wasn't listening to any records. But I just put on now that new luxury soundtrack record. So this is side A. Yeah, I'm a big Audio-Technica fan. These are, oh no, sorry, these are Sennheiser headphones. But I like Audio-Technica stuff. I would have gotten an Audio-Technica mic if it was on a better price when I bought my MXL mic. But I like my MXL mic too. But yeah, I'm a big fan of Audio-Technica stuff. They make good stuff. They make good equipment. And every aching wound will cauterize and bruise in memory of what. This stream is going to get taken down for playing copyrighted music, isn't it? If violins will swell in memory of what we used to call in love. In memory of when we used to call it love. Josh says to get my guitar. All right, the next song, not this song, but the next song I actually know on guitar, so I actually will. I've got emotion dripping out my pores, and I thought I would let you know. You are the nightlight ripping through my wicked world. How you make it sparkle and glow before I lose control. There's just one thing you should know. This is for real. I'm coming clean, please don't let go. Take it and leave it. My guitar might be a little bit out of tune here. Gotta figure that out real quick. You smoked the demons, gave me back my feelings. I don't know. I left my capo. Gotta find out. Before I lose all motor skills, there's one thing you should know. This is for real. This time I mean it. I'm coming clean, please don't let go. Said from the start that you could take it or leave. Prefer that you keep it, don't let go. This is the best thing that I've ever had. Self and me, a kind of macabre, somber, wonder twin type of harmony. What if it was you? You that I needed all along. I felt like a fool, kicking and screaming and pretending we were on. Let's get wrecked on Pop-Tarts and sex and see the Taj Mahal. Let's save birds from Prince William's son and skateboard through the mall. Oh, Jiggy is calling, actually. What's up, Jiggy? Gotta get you online. Give me 1 sec here. Do you spend a fortune? Jiggy, you're on the line.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, what up? Who this?
This is Kuhan. What's up?
Not much, Kuhan. How are you, buddy?
I'm doing all right. Did you not know who you were calling when you called me?
Oh, I knew. I just kind of like momentarily forgot.
Okay.
I am aware, though. How's your evening?
My evening's going all right.
What are you doing, man?
Well, I'm streaming.
What are you guys talking about?
Well, we were talking about the sim, and then we weren't talking about the sim, and then at some point we were just talking about
what kind of moves,
I don't know, man.
or just general sim.
We were talking about the moves of week 4 and 5, but like honestly, who cares? You know?
Dude, absolutely. That's like we're getting real close to some nihilist shit, and I'm into it. Like really, at the end of the day, who gives a fuck?
That's true.
I died. None of your lives would change. Who gives a fuck? Doesn't really matter.
Josh does point out that at some point on the sim, Sparks asked me about Bofa, and so I showed them my crotch.
Why?
Because Bofa D's nuts.
Oh, nice. I respect that.
I didn't show them like my actual penis, just like my crotch through my pants.
Oh no, I was hoping that you showed them like your actual real life penis.
No, I got kicked off of Twitch for that.
Oh really?
Yeah,
I
no,
assumed
no,
that people would like.
no nudity on
I
Twitch.
could see you being like a cam model at some point in your life.
Really? Okay. Well, that'd be interesting.
Kuhan the Cam Boy, I would watch that. I'd pay to watch that.
Sure.
Only if there were like tail plugs involved, I'd be into it.
I did, by the way, go to a. I don't know if you. Oh, you probably saw him. Yeah, you saw me on the snap. That I went to the furry convention to pick up my friend. And that was weird.
Yeah, why were you there? I don't understand why you were there.
So I was just driving by the night before to drop a friend off to the train, and then I actually had plans with another friend who was in town from New York, and it turned out my friend was in town from New York for the convention, so that's where I had to pick him up from, was from the convention.
For a furry convention?
Yeah.
People travel for that?
I know, right?
That's fucked.
Yo, man, look, whatever floats their boat, dude.
What?
Whatever floats their boat, they can live their life how they want to.
Oh, absolutely they can. It's just it's not something that I'm terribly familiar with. I don't really have a vast understanding of it. But
no,
yeah,
me neither. But whatever. I don't
happy.
I don't judge.
Oh, I absolutely judge, but I pretty much just do whatever makes you happy. And if that
I mean, like I
cool,
judge silently, but like it doesn't affect how I treat you as a
person. You
person.
didn't judge verbally?
I asked him about it, and he was like, yeah, no, I'm not really part of the committee. My friend was, and like, there's some cool people. I'm like, all right, I feel that. Seems legit.
Okay, that's all right. I don't really understand it, but yeah, do what makes you happy, I guess. If dressing up is being a furry like dressing up as more as animals or like anime characters? I don't understand any of that.
No. Furry is animals. That's what the fur part comes from.
It's all animals.
It's all like anthropomorphic
what
animals.
Dress up as?
Like if I was a furry, what animal would I dress up as?
Yeah.
That's a deep question. That's a very personal question, I think.
Is it a personal question? I dress up as an ocelot.
As an ocelot?
Yeah, those things are tight.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. And it's like, actually, we were talking about this today. Me and, who was I talking? I think this is me and Corey. Ocelots mimic the sound of baby monkeys in distress to get their parents to come to them so they can murder them and eat them. Isn't that interesting?
That's dope as fuck, actually.
Yeah, we were talking about like how otters rape baby seals to death. It was like a whole fucked up conversation about the animal kingdom.
Interesting.
Oh, just ran a red light. That's illegal.
Hey, B Novice makes a good point. What was your reaction when you found out that Corey GM doesn't stand for Corey General Manager? How did you feel about that?
I just assumed that he didn't make his account
or like
for sim purposes,
or like it could have been like Corey Game Master, you know, like maybe he's the GM of his D&D campaign.
Yeah, he could be the GM of his D&D or the GM of like a Jamba Juice or something. So I guess it kind of makes sense.
Right.
It's street.
But then it turned out that it was
the wrong street.
Turned out that it was his last name the whole time. That was weird.
It was two last names. I only have one last name, so he's like twice as good as me.
It's hyphenated. So is it really two last names? It's one for him.
Is a hyphenated last name two last names?
It's a hyphenated.
I have no idea.
That's an interesting question because like if you're hyphenated and you marry somebody, like, and they take the hyphenated, let's just ignore the question of double hyphenating. But if would they become also a hyphenated last name? Like,
I don't know. This is too much for me right now. I genuinely have no idea what the answer is.
Yeah, interesting. That's an interesting question.
Yeah. Mull that over. Think about it tonight. Sleep on it. Let me know.
All right, I will. I'm sure there's somebody. There's got to be somebody famous who's got like a hyphenated last name.
Oh, there absolutely. Are there? Can we not think of any famous people with hyphenated last names? There has to be some.
There's got to be somebody, right? There's got to be anybody. Somebody in the chat can think of anybody with a hyphenated last name.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Perfect. So if Joseph Gordon-Levitt marries somebody, and let's say they don't have another last name, right? But like his wife, like takes his last name, does she not become whatever? Like, you know, say it's Emma something. Does she not become Emma Gordon-Levitt?
I don't know. I hope so. I would like to have like I'd like to have a hyphenated last name.
So
and then
Corey,
marry somebody with
Corey
hyphenated
says
last
yes, it
name.
is technically
You'd
two
like
last.
have a double hyphenated.
Yeah, Corey says yes, it is technically two last names, both of his parents. I understand that, right? Your one, your father's last name and your mother's last name. But once it's your last name,
Yeah.
once you hyphenate it, it becomes one last name, does it not? That's what I think.
don't know.
That's. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. That's a deep question. I feel like that's what it becomes.
I really like the idea of just like having a hyphenated last name and then just like searching out people with hyphenated last names. So then you like potentially your kids could have 4 last names if you count them all as being separate,
Right.
and then just like your children all just like search for people with hyphenated last names and you just like see how many last names you could build up. That shit would be tight.
that'd be a very specific thing to do.
Like that would be my family's legacy. Is like, oh shit, yeah, it's Jiggy. His kids have 17 fucking last names. That'd be cool as fuck.
So B Novice asks, isn't JGL not hyphenated? That is incorrect. JGL's name is Joseph Gordon Levitt. Desmond says Julia Louis Dreyfus's dad's name was Gerard Louis Dreyfus. So
yeah,
her last name is her dad's hyphenated last name, and that's a French thing, so it might be something weird. But so is Louis Dreyfus 2 last names, or is it just one last name because it's her father's name? So it's just one last name, right?
I feel like I don't know. Straight up, man, I'm pretty fucking hammered right now. I have no idea.
Why are you drunk driving right now? That is irresponsible. I'm not dead. I had a ride. Okay. And your
He
ride
is now inside. I'm outside talking to you about this.
and you're first of all, you're ignoring your ride, and your ride is running red lights.
Yeah, my ride is definitely. She gets like 2 tickets a year. She's a horrible driver. Yeah, she's just like, whatever, do whatever you want, and then she just like listens to Ed Sheeran. It was tight.
Okay, all right.
But yeah, I'm being a horrible guest. I'm just like transitioning house parties right now, so I'm gonna go inside, have a blessed evening, do dope shit.
All right, we'll do, Jiggy. It's always great to talk to you.
Man.
You're a tremendous human
All right,
being.
man. Thank you, man. Bless up.
Bless. B Novice says Jiggy's amazing. Honestly, he's my role model. I don't know about role model, but you know what? He's always positive. He's not necessarily the worst role model to have. Like, he's always a positive guy. If anybody else wants to discuss hyphenated last names and whether there are 1 or 2 last names, feel free to call into the stream. The number, of course, as always, is 828-67-KUHAN. That's 828-675-8246. Sorry, 8426. 675-8426. 828-67-KUHAN is the number to call in on. But I don't know how it's pronounced. I always say be nervous. I mean, I say Davo instead of Davo, so don't even ask me how things are pronounced. Quite likely you're a failure. It's a say, but hey man, the clock is ticking. I thought of all the things I like to say. Wrapped up and couldn't run away all day. Just waiting for the world to fall apart. That's why I'll never finish anything I start.
Call from
Corey.
Corey, you're on the air.
Hello.
Hi. Hold on. Wait, real quick. So, B Navis, I guess, says his friends call him B Nav, but is his name Abhinav? I thought it was Abhinav. That's why I thought it was B Navis. That's weird. I'm confused because I thought it was Abhinav. But is it Abhinav? Is it Abhinav? Anyway.
Abhinav? I don't know.
I don't know. Like I thought it was Nav, not Nav. Like I thought that's how his real name was pronounced. But I guess.
To be honest, I still don't know who half the people are in the Snap group. So.
All right. Well, on the line is Corey GM. Wait, is it Abhinav? Long A means knave. Okay, hold on. Is it Nav or Nav or Knave? I'm so confused. Okay, sorry. Let's talk about. Did you call in and talk about 2 last names?
Yeah, I did. I think on a personal matter, I think it's 1 last name.
Okay.
Now, but it came from 2 last names.
Right. Yeah, that's what I was. That's my line of thought as well. Like, obviously it's 2 last names, right? Your parents' 2 last names, but once they give it to you, you put it in as 1 last name. It's a 1 last name field.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, like, just like a hyphenated word is technically one
word.
word, even if it's two parts of the word.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you married somebody and she took your last name, her last name would also be, I forget the second part of your last name, but also I don't know if you want to say it online, so whatever. So GM.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And honestly, I've been trying to find a girl with two last names because
So
I
you
want
can-
our kids
so
to have
you
four
want to do
last
the
names.
sort of the Jiggy thing? Have the 4 last name kid?
Oh yeah.
It seems like a shitty thing to do to a kid. Can you imagine the forms he has to fill out? Like
Okay,
you know
what?
the forms.
My full last name doesn't fit on standardized tests.
Exactly.
Whenever I took the LSAT, it got cut off on like 2 letters.
That's what I figured. So now imagine taking 2 more last names, tacking them on top of that, and now your kid has to do the same shit on standardized tests. You're just an asshole of a dad.
I mean, it's like with names and Middle Eastern names; they just keep adding a family name every generation. You know?
Yeah. Hold on. Let me look at the. I'm trying to get in this off season. Oh my god. The sim has this Snapchat group just snaps way too much. I can never keep up, and I at some point don't even want to. Oh shit! I missed oh, Jesus Christ.
Okay, wait. So Kuhan,
Yo. What's up?
did you see my catching extent?
Yes, I contributed to the negotiations. I wasn't.
What are your thoughts on that?
We wanted more years, but once you hit you hit close to the number we were at for 6 years anyway. So once it was at that point, I was like, all right, well, you can take one less year, I guess, with that average annual value if we're already at that point.
But like, okay, I mean, it seemed like I was hitting a roadblock for much of the discussion. But you also weren't saying, or the mods weren't saying what they wanted to do differently. They're just like, no, we're not budging on our offer. Here's our offer. Take it or leave it.
I mean, more years. The big thing is you only added 4 years onto the contract, and that seemed like not enough.
Mm-hmm.
Like that, I would have wanted more like adding 4 years onto the contract. I'm honestly still like, the only reason that I accepted it is because you were basically given the same amount of money at fewer years. But the big thing is that I would have liked to see more years on the contract because, you know, of an extension of that size, you would want to add, you know, 5 or 6 years instead of 4 years. But you only added 4 years on what was already guaranteed, and I you know, I wasn't personally responding to you about stuff, so I don't know exactly what the negotiations were. Not like I was with possibly some other extensions, but yeah, I don't know.
So you were one of the people that wasn't for it.
You know, I was on board with the 6 year version of it that we were talking about, but once basically, like I said, once you hit approximately the same amount of dollars, like we were at like 6,108 was where we were at. And once you hit, you know, 5,100, it's only an $8 million difference. Well, at that point, I was like, all right, fine. You're basically at the same number as we are, if not the same years. So there's no point in asking for more years if we're hitting the same dollar amount for the most part.
Okay, well, that's fair.
Yeah. The only extension that I'm straight up not on board with is Fly Kessel trying to extend Josh Donaldson for $7 in a taco.
I don't know, man. What kind of taco is it? Where is it from?
It's like a Taco Bell taco. It's not even like a good taco.
Oh, fuck that. No, Fly Castle, what are you doing, man?
I know, right?
It's going to be like a taco truck taco that costs like $1.50 or less.
No, it's got to be like a straight from Mexico taco. It's got to be like a taco made with like Mexican water that like gives you diarrhea, but like you're like, but it was so worth it because it tasted so good. Like, I know I got diarrhea, but like, damn, that taco was amazing.
Wait, what kind of taco has water involved in the process?
Well, like when you you gotta wash some of the ingredients, and like you know, you wash the tomatoes, but if you wash it with like the dirty water, the dirty Mexican water, then it's gonna be, you know, you're gonna get that in the.
Okay.
I'm just going based on like Pakistani street food, which is the same sort of deal, made with dirty water, and you definitely get diarrhea, but it's also straight up delicious. Like, it's worth the diarrhea every time.
I'm with it. I mean, my stomach's pretty weak. So.
Josh says Fly's the kind of guy who offers you a waiver wire guy for your first rounder. Spark says, of all the awful negotiations in off seasons, Fly Kessel's Donaldson offers might be the worst.
Come on. Donaldson's going to get like 8,400 or something.
Yeah, and that's basically where we started at 8,240 or something like that. And like he kept going on like 5 years, and we're like, no. Like, no, what? Like, you have no leverage and you're trying to negotiate, and it's like, we can just say no 1,000 times and he'll just sign the contract we want in a year. There's no reason for him to sign an extremely team-friendly deal right now when he can sign whatever deal he wants in 9 months. Or 10 months.
Right.
Ugh. Yeah. So that's I don't know what Flycast is trying to do.
Well, he's trying to get the best deal for his team.
No, he's definitely trying to get the best deal for his team, but at some point we're like, look, this is the minimum we'll go to. You're not going to get us below that. Okay, but what about 2 years and $100 million less than that? No. Like, you have no leverage. Hit our number or don't. That's it. It's like, there's no point in negotiating. All you're doing is annoying us more.
Wow, so now Fly Kessel's saying he already has his replacement, so he doesn't need Donaldson.
Yeah, exactly. And Josh makes a good point. Then he's negging Donaldson. Like, there's no point. Like, he keeps trying to do this. Like, okay, cool. Like, we're done. We don't need to keep talking.
Wait, who's Brett Gardner?
Josh.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, it took me a while to figure that out, too.
So, I feel like you should ask that really softball question you asked Desmond about 70s and 80s music, because I can probably come up with a better answer than Desmond.
All right. Who are some of your
Desmond's answer was literally, I don't like Huey Lewis. That's not even an answer to your question.
No, he said he likes Elton John.
Oh, he said Elton John. Okay. Yeah,
he said Elton John. Yeah, that's a competent answer.
Wait, Fly Kessel, you don't want him? I thought you had his replacement already. Why do you need Donaldson?
Yeah, I don't know what he's trying to do. Like,
stop waffling, Fly Kessel.
If you look, we've said it 1,000 times. If you want Donaldson, 7,200. We're good.
7,200 is not even unreasonable.
That's what I'm saying. And that we went down from 7,210, like, to be nice. Like, 7,210 is where we were
honestly, can you like front load that contract so you're not paying him that much when he gets older?
I mean, sure, I guess. I don't know. That's a discussion for later, but if I didn't have to pay a lot of this, I'd be fucking squaring up right now. There's nothing to square up about. 7,200 bare minimum. Or, you know what? If you want to give him fewer years, you still have to give him $200. $200 million, rather. Like, that's it. Like, you can give him 6,200, you can give him 5,200, you can give him 4,200. Or, if you want to give him more years, it's got to be a $30 million average annual value.
So, okay, my favorite 70s group is for sure Queen.
Yeah, well, like I was saying, the only single I own on vinyl is Under Pressure, which is my favorite song.
Oh, but have you heard Queen 2? The album?
No.
You gotta check that album out, man. It's great. It's the best album.
All right.
It's got it's like a concept album, so a lot of the songs run into each other, like some core themes that run throughout all the songs. Great shit.
Oh,
Bowie is a sex god.
I am familiar with
every
this.
Every member of Queen is a sex god in their own right.
I'm familiar with this album art. That's
yeah, it's like the famous picture of them.
Yeah, that's an iconic album art.
Also, I don't know if this really counts as a 70s group, but Simon and Garfunkel,
Simon and
kind
Garfunkel's
of like late 60s, early 70s.
I had this problem where like I need to find albums, full albums I like of like older bands that I can find for cheap, right? Like, because I don't want to spend like $6-7 on an album that I only like one or two songs off of, which I keep seeing like, oh, like I like this band. And I'm like, well, I only know like two of these songs, and I don't want to spend like $7 on this album.
Yeah, well, what if you just don't know the rest of the songs, but they're all amazing?
It's true. That's true. But it's just a problem of like I'm worried like what if I don't know the rest of the songs and they're not all amazing, and I'm like I spent $7 on one song on vinyl.
Okay, $7 is really not that much money. You have a job, right?
Yeah, but I have other bills to pay.
Yeah, but think about how much money you spend on other trivial stuff in your life, and if you buy an album, it's going to last you a long time, even if you don't like it at first. $7 in the grand scheme of things is not a lot of money.
Yeah, maybe. And $7 is like a couple albums here and there, right? And that's for like whatever. But like for the most part, like a good album, like Thriller. Like if I'm trying to buy Thriller, like it's $20-25. I was like,
Right. That is worth it though.
But I mean, Thriller's a great album.
Except for, fucking hate The Girl Was Mine. That's a terrible song. I really hate that Paul McCartney shit from the 70s and 80s where it's just like really, really sappy love songs.
Yeah.
Awful. Okay, here's another 70s album recommendation. Breakfast in America by Supertramp.
Okay. All right.
It's before Supertramp got really, really poppy, and it was more just like a little progressive-y, a little funky. Very good. Very good.
Actually, if you guys have album recs, go to reckless.com and see if you can find it on that site, because that is my local record store that I end up going to. And if they have it physically...
What is it?
Reckless, RECKLESS, reckless.com. And maybe if they've got it, then I can go.
Reckless Records, okay.
Reckless Records, Chicago.
All right.
That's the record store I usually try to hit up when I'm in the city, and depending on what they've got.
Okay, they have it. $4.99 for a used CD.
Well, I don't want a CD.
Used LP is available at the Broadway location for $13.
All right. Okay. All right.
Same price for near mint condition, $12.99. Or you can get a used LP in good condition for $5. So they definitely have it.
Damn, used LP for $5 at the Loop location too. Whew. That sounds like a good idea. Maybe
is that the one you go to?
Milwaukee's the one I actually go to, and that's got it for $9. But
where do you live?
I live in the suburbs, but Milwaukee Avenue is the location I go to because that's nearest to like the area that I'm usually in, which is like North City.
Is this Chicago? So I don't even know the region.
Yeah, it's Chicago. So like I don't know. I live in the northwest suburbs of Chicago.
Oh, cool. Okay, right on.
But Milwaukee Avenue is in like the North City near where I am. But yeah, Loop is downtown. But I when I go downtown, I can always hit up the Loop.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so they have also Bridge Over Troubled Water on vinyl for $5 by Simon and Garfunkel, which I don't know if you have that one already, but that is a quintessential album to own.
Like I was also in Milwaukee a month or two ago. Milwaukee Avenue is where the place is, but Milwaukee, the city, is not far either. I actually, most baseball games that I see at Miller Park at this point, because it's cheaper and honestly takes less time to drive to Miller Park and see a game and drive home from Miller Park than it does to do the same thing at Wrigley. The Cell is
classic Chicago baseball fan, am I right?
Well, I'm a Cardinals fan, so I don't give a shit.
Damn, I'm always so jealous of like central, like Midwest and East Coast. Everything is so fucking together.
Midwest, everything is not close together.
Right now I have to drive 2 hours to an A's game, 2 hours to a Giants game, and if I want to go to like an Angels, a Dodgers, a Padres game, I gotta drive like 6+ hours.
Where are you at?
I live in Santa Cruz.
Okay. Well, I mean, like, it's just Milwaukee that's close to Chicago. Like, everything else, like, the next nearest would probably be, like, a Tigers game, which is, like, maybe 5 hours away. Reds are, like, 4 or 5 hours away. Cardinals are, like, 5-6 hours away. It's just
a lot of teams, man.
Well, yeah, I guess.
Like when you're planning out your, like, 30 team visits, the East Coast and the Midwest are all just like boom, 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 boom. But then you get out past the Royals, and then it's just nothing until the Rockies, and you got to go way down the hill.
Really, you get out past
the
the Cardinals, and it's 4 hours to the Rockies, and then you go south to Houston and Dallas, and then probably you go through Diamondbacks, and then up to.
Wait, you would go to the Rockies first, then Texas?
No. I'd go to Kansas City, then Texas, then Arizona.
Okay.
Then through
Mm-hmm.
California, and then Denver, and then Seattle's the hard one.
Actually, you know what I'd probably do? I'd probably go to the Bay Area first because that's easy for me to start there. Go to Colorado next, then Kansas City, then do the Midwest stuff, then the East Coast, then the South, and then go from the Braves to Texas, then loop down to Arizona, then get Southern California. That seems like it would make the most sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because that way you're not, like, doubling back anywhere.
Right. Seattle's the hard one.
Oh, shit, I forgot about Seattle. Well, you know, I always forget about the Mariners, so.
Yeah. Really, at that point, you just go home and fly to Seattle and fly back.
Yeah. Although that drive from California to Washington is amazing.
Right. It's just so out of the way of everything else in the world.
Yes, it is. Unless you want to go to Vancouver, because Vancouver's dope.
Kessel says Seattle's last, and yeah, like that makes sense. But like, if your starting point is the Bay Area, then like you're going all the way around and coming back to the Bay Area, and then just making one trip to Seattle and back.
Okay, yeah. So maybe I'll go from the Bay Area to Seattle, then to Kansas City, just to, you know, make it easier.
That's just kind of a mess. I think you start in Seattle, and then go to the Bay Area.
Well, but I already live near the Bay Area.
I understand.
Why wouldn't I start in the Bay Area?
Right.
Because I can't fly out of Santa Cruz. I got to fly out of the Bay anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, Seattle's tough. You go to
city though.
You go to Seattle and you rent a car for all summer.
Yeah. Okay.
If there's a Portland team, it becomes easier.
Chicago and Milwaukee were.
Yeah. Chicago and Milwaukee are super close. B Navis says if there's a Portland team, it becomes easier. Yeah, it does, but then it's still just like two far away teams that are still out of the way of everything else, right? Like you've got to add like.
Yo, B Navis, was that a shot at the A's? Because first of all, how dare you? All right.
Wait, what?
That was just one of the jokes. The A's. The administration at Laney College, which is one of the proposed sites for the new A's ballpark, shot down the A's proposal just outright without even meeting with them. And so pretty much the new ballpark is looking like a thing of the past already, which sucks. And so there's a lot of talk of like, oh, the A's are going to be the next team to move, and they're going to go to Portland and all that bullshit. So
Portland seems like a bad call.
Being an A's fan is great.
Maybe I should here. Maybe I should stop wearing my A's hat. Let me do a hat change. Let me do one of these and wear a hat for a team that'll never move. This is a visual bit that you're not going to get until it shows up on the stream a little bit later. Hold on, wait. Just once.
I'm laughing already.
Come on.
Yeah, Fly Kessel, that makes some sense too. Going south, then going east from there. The problem is you still go from Colorado to Seattle. I mean, no matter what, you're going a long way to Seattle. That's just the nature of the beast.
Yeah, that's the problem of Seattle being so far away from everything else. Like even if there is a Portland team, like you're still going out of the way to go to Portland, Seattle.
Yeah, although I mean, if there's a Portland team, it kind of cuts the distance in half between teams. That is.
Sure, but you're still going out of the way, like out of the way of everything else to go to these two teams.
Right. You know what we need? We need a fucking Wyoming team. That's what we need.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Jackson Hole. That's the next expansion team. All that tech money.
Yeah. The problem is the biggest
Build a
city.
team
The
in
biggest city in
Jackson Hole.
Wyoming is basically a suburb of Denver anyway.
Oh,
All right, hold on. Let me.
Is there even like a big city in Wyoming? Like, what's that big? What's their version of a big city?
Cheyenne, is it not?
64,000. That's the population of Cheyenne.
Yeah, that's.
That's the population of Santa Cruz.
Hat cheese.
Okay, wait, Kuhan, have you changed your hat yet?
Sorry, hold on, wait. I'm doing the visual bit. I just did a hat change to a team that'll never move. I'm wearing a Supersonics hat.
Oh, okay, that's a good joke.
Yeah.
It'd be funnier if I could see it, but I can't yet.
What was your question?
Oh, there we go.
There we go. But you were asking a question a second ago that I...
Oh, my question was, did you change your hat yet?
Oh, well, there we go. Now I did. Sorry, yeah. I was having trouble playing the music, but I finally figured it out. Oh, B Navis makes a good point. I should wear a hat for a team that'll never move. That'll never. It's not doing.
Is it the Expos?
It is. Hold on.
Hat cheese.
There we go. Now it's an Expos hat. Spark says, I nut whenever Kuhan does a hat change. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, me too, Sparks. If you don't hear me like bragging about it, come on, man.
You're all weird. You've been on the line for 24 minutes. I'm going to let you go.
Ah, all right.
I've been on stream for 2.5 hours. Jesus Christ. How do you guys keep watching this? All right. Bye.
Okay, wait. We're sim nerds. We have nothing else going on Friday night.
Jesus Christ. Okay, you're going. Bye. I should end this stream. It's 10:56. I don't work till noon, but I still need to watch Psych the movie. There's a new episode of... Oh, you know, B Navis needs to call in and tell us how his name is pronounced. B Navis, call. Number is going to be on the screen in just a moment here. There we are. Number's on the screen. Give us a call. 828-67-KUHAN. That's 828-675-8246. 8426, rather. Just waiting for a call now from B Navis, so he can explain his name shenanigans. Or B Navis. I get lost, messed up, and bored when I'm alone too long. I can't sleep, function, or eat when I'm not with... Oh, there we go.
Call from
Albanese.
All right. Let's talk about your name.
Hi.
Hi.
Okay, so it's actually Abhinav, but because of white people, it's Abhinav.
Yeah, Abhinav. Okay, yeah. Abhinav is how I would have said it, yeah. But Abhinav...
Yes, it's Abhinav. I did Abhinav because my teachers couldn't say Abhinav.
Sure, which makes no sense, because it's really not and and Ab. It's not hard to say it. They just don't understand. Fucking white people, right?
My parents call me Abhinav. My teachers call me Abhinav.
That's why it's Naim like dime, because it's easier for white people, because my parents say Naim or Naim, but
yeah. You get it.
I feel you.
And so
brown people problems.
When I was in fourth grade, my friends came up with B Navis, right? But B Navis wasn't what they called me. They called me Binav, and so I responded to Binav or B Navis, but not really by Abhinav.
Okay, so it's Binav or B Navis. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. This was in fourth grade. I was 10. I didn't come up with it. My friends did. And so it's either it doesn't really matter. It's B Navis. It's B Navis.
I mean, the thing is, you're still in my Snapchat as B Narvis. So
yeah.
I'm gonna keep going with B Navis because that seems to make more sense to me.
Yeah, it's that's the shenanigans. And what else? People now call me Abhinav because I'm in high school and people understand. They can say Abhinav easier. Yeah. So that's my name shenanigans. Yeah, no, there's 3 people who say my name right. Sorry, Flycastle asked, why is there an R? It was the first year of the trade deadline game, or the second year? It was last year.
Last year, okay.
2016.
Yeah, so the second year of the trade deadline game. I don't know. Were you like a reporter or just like an idiot? I don't remember what it was.
I was an idiot, and I kept bugging you and Tom to make me a reporter, and then you did eventually.
Oh, yeah. No, and then we did, and we said, hey, do not report on this story. Do not report on this story. And you immediately reported on that story, and we took you off, right? Was that you, or was that BFAT?
No, okay. That you did me into the kayfabe. I was asleep through all of it. Basically, what you did is, like, you kicked me off. You took away my credentials. I was asleep, and I didn't get.
Oh no, not that kayfabe. I remember there was one move that we were like, do not report on this move. I think it might have been a move recording, like involving me or something like that. And we were like, don't report on this move. This move will not be reported on. Like, or if you're if you're reporting on this dealing, like report it like not exactly as the deal. I think it was BFAT, and BFAT immediately reported on the deal exactly as was, and we're like, okay, cool. Yeah. Like, so I was not bluffing. You were going to lose your credentials.
Yeah, that wasn't me. That was
BFAT. Yeah, I got BFAT and B Novice confused. But no, when that happened, I don't know. I think somebody just spelled his name wrong, and they spelled it B Narvis, and that just became a thing.
How it went was you took away my press credentials on like the Wednesday or like Thursday after, like I was the people's champion. And so you took away my credentials, but like you didn't actually. And then people got mad, and I think it was libertarian socialism, or whatever that guy's name is.
Yeah,
he was
right.
Like, bring back B Notice. And he was like, oops, it's B Notice. But then you and all the people that caught on, and then you started calling me B Notice.
B Nervous.
I made the account, and it has a total of like 4 comments. And I did something this year where JCC was the A's GM, so I registered B Notice with the A's and B Navis with my home team, which is the Cubs. And then I got traded to B Notice. That was fun.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I was saying only 4 people say my name properly. It's my dad, my mom, some random girl at work who just happened to say it right, and my Google assistant, which says it, which I've trained to say it properly. Which is, hold on, wait. Hey Google, what's my name?
Your name is Naim.
There we go. I don't know if you heard that, but it got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I spent like 20 minutes making my Google assistant say my name correctly.
Yeah, it's basically just Indian people that say my name right.
Yeah, pretty much. By the way, brown people don't even say my name right because Naim is a real name, and my name is spelled similarly to the name Naim, so nobody knows my name right.
Yeah.
Like even brown people, even my own extended family says my name wrong, because they don't know it. Like they don't know how it's spelled in Urdu. They just know like, okay, cool, like that's it. But like my mom's, my mom's siblings and my dad's siblings all will say it right because they know it's Noon Aleph Ain Mim, which is the Urdu spelling. But everyone else just sort of like knows vaguely what they see on Facebook, so they assume my name's Naim, but it's not.
Yeah. That's
I set off Vs likes Google Home at the same time.
Yeah,
Hold on, wait. I wonder if I can make Vs likes Google Home play porn. Hey Google, play porn on the TV. Flycastle says, "What are the letters? The letters are Noon, Alif, Ain, Mim. Are the letters in Urdu, which is also the letters in Arabic." He's like and muted. Yeah, no. The Arabic letters and Hebrew letters have very similar names. But yeah.
Yeah. So call me B Navis, call me B Navis. Whatever. I'll go with me.
Yeah, and then that's the thing with me too. Like, I don't care if people pronounce my name as long as I've got an N at the beginning and an M at the end. I know you're talking to me, and it's just not worth getting angry.
Yeah.
Like, it's not worth caring about. It's like, whatever, man. As long as you're not an asshole to me, I don't care.
It's just I wanted to clear it up.
No,
also,
for sure.
I can't say the letter. I can't say the letter I. So that's the worst part of my life.
You should go to a speech therapist because you're almost an adult.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like I'm intelligent, but it's tough proving that to people unless I like show it, because they're like, oh, he's like mentally ill because he can't say that, and it's such an integral part of like so many words.
Yeah, man, it's just a speech impediment.
Yeah, it's just a speech impediment. They're like, I try to avoid it, and it's like, oh, I sound like an idiot.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to put the on the line. I apologize, Warble. On the line, B Novice, but almost off the line. It was sitting there in my queue, and I forgot to put it on the screen. And now I don't know if you're gonna leave or not. I don't care. Jesus, you're 12.
I'm actually 16. Okay, for me to dab on them.
Fucking children! Oh my God, 15. That doesn't make any sense. That shouldn't be allowed. Are 15-year-olds even allowed on the internet? I thought that was illegal.
I joined Reddit when I was 12.
Christ on a cracker. All right, I'm gonna drop you off before I feel too old. All right, I'm gonna take one more caller. If somebody wants to call in the next 2 minutes, I'll take one more caller before I hang up. Before I end this stream. This is 2 hours and 41 minutes. So you're welcome. The actual fucking sim part was terrible, but the best part of these streams is always you guys calling in and talking to me, and I love you all. I mean, I was on when I was 12. Actually, no, I think I was 10 or 11 when I was on the Dragon Ball Z live action movie forum. I wasn't on Reddit yet, but I was online. Flycast says, I got it when I was 15, I think, which is very young, but even then I didn't start seriously using it until grade 11. So last week? Elbon, aren't you 13 now? I started on Reddit when I was... Gosh, I don't remember now. I just had a cake day recently. Let's see how long I've been on Reddit. I think 6 years, so probably I was 18. But I didn't use it until a year later when I was 19. but I could be off by a year or so on both of those numbers. Maybe it was 19 and 20 that is actually what it is. Six years. So I would have been 18 when I started on Reddit, but I didn't use it for like the first year at all. Yeah, Flight Castle, 3 years. It was 03, 3 years after the Emperor's New Groove came out. I gotta tune my guitar again. Corey GM makes a good point. I need to figure out this guitar's tuners, because it used to be better at holding tune than this. You dreamed you'd shine like a sun, now your sun is set. Hey dad, grab another cigarette, ashes fall like an unpaid debt. Come on everybody, you place your bets. In 7th grade, he dug his grave, trying to be cool with the cool kids. Hey, follow everything they say, you might fit in if you misbehave. At 16, he promised he'd be clean, he didn't bend but you sure did lean. You do not deserve this. Hey, Mr. Wilmington, yeah, I heard about your son. It's hard enough to hide your scars in small town USA. Sweet Mr. Wilmington, yeah, I read about your son. Don't blame yourself, you raised him right. Remember that when you can't sleep at night. At 21, you found his gun. Hey dad, it's just begun. The ties that bind, they come undone. Come on everybody, just for fun. At 24, you found him on the floor. Decadence was all he wore. You do not deserve this. Hey, Mr. Wilmington, yeah, I heard about your son. It's hard enough to hide your scars, small town USA. Sweet Mr. Wilmington, yeah, I read about your son. Don't blame yourself, you raised him right. Remember that when you can't sleep at night. And na 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 na. Na 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 na. At the funeral, read his eulogy, insincere apologies. You do not deserve this. And all the papers and press decide, hey, just another suicide. You do not deserve this. Hey, Mr. Wilmington, yeah, I heard about your son. It's hard enough to hide your scars, small town USA. Sweet Mr. Wilmington, yeah, I read about your son. Don't blame yourself, you raised him right. Remember that when you can't sleep at night. Hey, Mr. Wilmington, yeah, I heard about your son. It's hard enough to hide your scars, small town USA. Sweet Mr. Wilmington, yeah, I read about your son. Don't blame yourself, you raised him right. Remember that when you can't sleep at night. And na 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 na, remember that when you can't sleep at night. Na 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 na, remember that when you can't sleep at night. Na 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 na, sleep at night. Na 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 na, remember that when you can't sleep at night. Remember that when you can't sleep at night. Remember that when you can't sleep at night. All right, well, nobody called in during the course of that 3-minute song, so thank you for joining. Appreciate you guys being around. And bye, I guess. Yeah. Bakugan. Jesus. Children. Jack said, just thought it's something to talk about. You got 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. I'll give you 5 more because of the stream stuff. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You had time for stream lag, Jack. You got time for the stream lag. You haven't even said anything. You ain't said nothing. You ain't called in. In 3, 2, 1. Actually, you know what? I think I can do that. I got one more song in me. But it's not. I think it's going to be a short one. I know, you see, somehow the world will change for me and be so wonderful. Yeah, that's right. Let me pull this up real quick. I know, you see, somehow the world will change for me and be so wonderful. Live life, breathe air. I know somehow you're gonna get there and be so wonderful. So, sorry. So wake up the members of my nation. It's your time to be. There's no chance unless you take one. And the time to see the brighter side. And the time to see the brighter side of every situation. Some things are meant to be, so give me your best and leave the rest to me. Leave it all to me, just leave it all to me. Just leave it all to me. It's not Drake and Josh B. Novice, come on. That's iCarly. Let's see here. Let me see Drake. Do I know Drake and Josh? I don't know the Drake and Josh song. Let me see how quickly I can learn it. What I do know, however, I actually do know how to play. Today is gonna be the day that they're gonna throw it back to you. By now you should have somehow realized what you gotta do. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. Backbeat, the word is on the street that the fire in your heart is out. I'm sure you've heard it all before, but you never really had a doubt. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. and then it's a different chords for the other parts, and I don't know those off the top of my head. I gotta relearn those. Sure, I can play them. I just don't remember the progression. Do I have a pick around here somewhere? I've been like hand strumming, and that's not necessarily ideal, but I can't find a pick. Alright, hold on, let me see here. I never thought that it'd be so simple. No. I never thought that it'd be so simple, but no, I can't, hold on. I found a way, I found a way. C sharp minor. If you open up your mind, see what's inside. Well, it's gonna take some time to realize. But if you look inside, I'm sure you'll find. Over your shoulder, you know that I told you I'd always be picking you up when you're down. So just turn around. There we go. All right. Okay, cool. Well, no one called in. No one really wants to do anything, so. I don't know the Bakugan theme song. I know that the Power Rangers is no. All right, now this part is not good on an acoustic, but I can. No. There we go. I don't know the Pokemon theme, but I can look that up. I don't know the Bakugan theme at all. Like, even if I look up the Bakugan theme, I've never heard it in my life. I'm too old for Bakugan. So I do not recognize, I would not have any clue about the Bakugan theme. Pokemon, though. Pokemon theme, of course, I know well. No, I know the Pokemon theme. I don't know the Bakugan theme. All right, and I'm pretty bad. I don't know how to play the Pokemon theme, but I can probably learn pretty quickly. I don't know though. I'm pretty bad at guitar, so if it's anything that I can't. Oh, this is super easy. Cool. I wanna be the very best, like no one ever was. To catch them is my real test. To train them is my cause. I will travel across the land, searching far and wide. Oh, sorry. These Pokemon to understand the power that's inside. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em, it's you and me. I know it's my destiny, Pokemon. Oh, you're my best friend in a world we must defend. Pokemon, gotta do my heart so true. Our courage will pull us through. You teach me and I teach you. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all. Gotta catch 'em. Gotta catch 'em all. Gotta catch 'em all. Yeah, yeah. Every challenge along the way, with courage I will face. We will battle every day to claim my rightful place. Come with me, the time is right. There's no better team. and we'll win the fight. It's always been our dream. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em, it's you and me. I know it's my destiny, Pokemon. Oh, you're my best friend in a world we must defend. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em, my heart's so true. Our courage will pull us through. You teach me and I'll teach you. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all, gotta catch 'em all. Pokemon. No, even if I look up how to play the Bakugan theme, it's not gonna help because I don't know how it goes. I don't know how to. I know nothing about it. I know. Hold on. No, hold on. That's not. Yeah, whatever. I'm not gonna Google it on YouTube. Let me see if I can do All-Star. I'm not gonna have a voice tomorrow because I keep singing and without properly I have my diaphragm is not. I've been slouching. This is not a good chair for sitting. Smash Mouth. All right, I'm sure All-Star's somebody would tell me what told me the world was gonna roll me. No, close enough though. Somebody once told me the world was gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. She was looking kinda dumb with a finger and a thumb in the shape of an L on her forehead. Well, the years stop coming and they don't stop coming. Back to the rules and I hit the no, sorry. Back to the rules and I hit the ground running. Didn't make sense not to live for fun. Your brain gets smart but your head gets dumb. So much to do, so much to see, so much wrong with taking the back streets. You never know if you don't go. You never shine if you don't glow. Oh, hey now, you're an all-star. Get the game on, go play. Hey now, you're a rock star. Get the show on, get paid. And all that glitters is gold. Only shooting stars break the mold. Well, some place, and they say it gets colder. You bundled up now, waiting till you get older. But the media men beg to differ, judging by the hole in the satellite picture. The ice we skate is getting pretty thin. Water's getting warm, but you might as well swim. World's on fire, how about yours? That's the way I like it, but I never get bored. Oh, hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on, go play. Hey now, you're a rock star. Get the show on, get paid. And all that glitters is gold. Only shooting stars. Somebody once asked, could I spare some change for gas? I need to get myself away from this place. I said, yep, what a concept. I could use a little fuel myself, and we could all use a little change. Well, the years start coming and they don't stop coming. Back to the rules and I hit the ground running. Didn't make sense not to live for fun. Your brain gets smart but your head gets dumb. So much to do, so much to see. So what's wrong with taking the back streets? You never know if you don't go. You never shine if you don't glow. Oh, hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on, go play. Hey now, you're a rock star. Get the show on, get paid. And all that glitters is gold. Only shoot. No, sorry. Only shooting stars break the mold. And all that glitters is gold. Only shooting stars break the mold. Oh baby, baby, how was I supposed to know that something wasn't right here? Oh pretty baby, I shouldn't have let you go. But now we're out of sight. Now we're out of sight. No, sight, yeah. Show me how you want it to be. Tell me, baby, 'cause I need to know now. Oh, because my loneliness is killing me. I must confess, I still believe. When I'm not with you, I lose my mind. Give me a sign. Hit me, baby, one more time. Oh, baby, baby. I will play the Bakugan theme song if you sign Donaldson to 8240. I must confess that my loneliness is killing me now. Don't you know I still believe that you will be here and give me a sign. Hit me, baby, one more time. I actually have heard this before. This is Bakugan! I actually do know that. Yeah, I've actually heard that before in my life. Now that I think about it, I think I was in a Bakugan Abridged series on YouTube. Yeah. All right, hold on. Give me 1 sec. I think I got this. Hold on. Okay, I think I got this. I think I got it. Hold on. Look at this photograph. Every time I do it makes me laugh. Every time I do it makes me laugh. Actually, that's all I know of photograph too. That doesn't help. It would work better with a song I know better. It's my bad. It's my bad. Okay. No, for real though. All right, hold on. Okay. Okay, cool. Okay, here we go. I got this. Hold on. Two worlds collide. Okay. Okay. No. Oh no, I gotta change the tuning for that. Hold on. Two worlds, go. No, hold on. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure this out here. All right, here we go. It's not like you to say so. It's not like you to say sorry. I was waiting on a different story. This time I'm mistaken for handing you a heart worth breaking. And I've been wrong, I've been down to the bottom of every bottle. These 5 words in my head scream, are we having fun? Yeah. Yeah, no. Alright. That's it for the stream. I can barely talk. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can do. Y'all keep falling for it too. Two worlds collide on the inside. You gotta fight for what's right before it's gone. This is Bakugan. Yeah, anyway, I can't find a reliable tab online, and I can't, figure it out myself. It's time to duel and there's no backing down. The heart of the cards is where magic is found. We've played this game before, but never quite this way. It's like an all-out war with monsters that Yu-Gi-Oh! He's the king of games, Yu-Gi-Oh! King of games. It's been you and me. Kawaii-ta. Kawaii-ta. Sakebi ga. Todake, fly at higher game. No, can't do that one either. Can't even do the Japanese one. Yeah, you know what? I can actually do. I don't know if I've ever told you guys this before, and I might be a little bit out of practice, but I used to be able to do the entire first episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! The Abridged series. If any single person says they want to hear that, I'll do it all. If any single person says they want to hear the entire first episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! The Abridged series from me, I will say yes. Okay, cool. Nobody wants it. That's fine. If nobody wants it, I won't do it. Sparks, do you want me to do it? Okay, cool. All right. Hey, Joey. Earth to Joey. Hey, are you in there? It's your move. Yeah, sorry, you. Doing this broken axe makes it difficult. It makes it difficult to concentrate on card games. I know what you mean. My voice is pretty crazy, too. I'm thinking about changing it. Hey, my grandpa has a rare card. Groovy. Hey, bada bing. Rare card. That sounds fake enough to do the Blue Eyes White Dragon. And since I'm a child billionaire with a multi-billion-dollar gaming corporation, I obviously have nothing better to do than go and check it out. Hey, Grandpa, can we see a super rare card? Here it is, the Blue Eyes White Dragon. That's the least threatening for a monster I've ever heard. What kind of milk want a card like that? I'm here for your blue eyes, old man. I won't take no for an answer. Now give it to me. No! Curses foiled again. I'm gonna go hire some thugs to kidnap you now. I'm a billionaire, so I wouldn't even think about doing it myself. That Kaiba kid needs to get... No, wait. That Kaiba kid needs to... No, wait. Sorry. That Kaiba kid needs to get laid. Big time! Oh, sorry, I skipped. I flubbed a line. So it goes blah blah blah. That Kaiba kid needs to get laid big time. Hello, Game Shop. Hey, Yugi, I've kidnapped your... I didn't do it on purpose, Fly Castle. I just watched it enough times that I remembered it. Yugi, I've kidnapped your grandpa and then I do it in submission. So could you call him an ambulance? I'm far too rich to be expected to do it myself. Wait, who is this? Grandpa! Yugi! For some reason, playing a children's card game has caused me to become severely injured. That's right. Now watch this. Grandpa's super awesomely mega fudge-coated super card. Why the heck would he do a thing like that? So it can never be used against me. In that case, why don't you tear up every card in the whole world? Shut up and duel me. Yugi, dueling with my deck. I forget exactly how that line goes. It's been a long time since I've done this or watched it. So, gather round, everyone, and I'll mark us with a special sign. Not for nothing, Taya, but ain't this poignant at Maka? Oh, whoops! Why even carry that thing around carrying that thing around in the first place? I'm a kleptomaniac. I stole it from school. Fuck. I forgot how the next line is. Oh, hey, my wallet's missing. Kaiba took it. Fuck. Shit. Hold on. I know this. No, I forget the next couple lines now. Hold on, I gotta pull this up. Oh, I forgot that Yu-Gi-Oh's filmed from a live studio audience. Yeah. Hold on. Sorry, I got it. Oh, here we go. It's time to duel. Wait, did chest goals drop in the last 5 seconds or something? What the heck happened to your voice? Holy raw, real monsters. Actually, they're the super event holograms made for the sole purpose of enriching a children's card game. Okay, you've got to be fucking kidding me. Who the hell would waste all their money on something like that? The guy's about to beat your pastry fair about 3 blows by dragons, that's who. Wait a minute, did you just summon a bunch of monsters in one turn? Yeah, so? That's against the rules, isn't it? Screw the rules, I have money. Fuck. Oh, now draw your last pathetic card, Yugi, so I can finish you. My grandpa's deck has no pathetic cards, Kaiba, except maybe for Karibo. But it also has this, the unstoppable Exodia. Exodia, it's not possible. No one's ever been able to summon him. Really? Because that deck is so rare? No, it's because the game makes no sense. Nobody can figure out how to do it. Nobody except for me. Now, Exodia, obliterate!
Big brother, is it time for my cameo yet?
How could you summon Exodia? Kaiba, if you really wish to know, then talk to the hand. I wake myself. Mr. Pegasus, sir, it seems the reigning duel monster champion has been defeated by someone named Yugi. Also, it's time for your sponge bath. Yeah, okay, cool. That was the entire first episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge. Sorry I flubbed so much of it. It's been a while since I have even watched an episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridged. I really should watch again. I like the show. It just took so long that I lost interest between episodes. But yep, that was the whole first episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! The first series. My throat hurts because of
Kaiba's very much like in here, and so is Mokuba.
And
yeah, so this really grates on the voice.
all right, so everyone knows that Flykessel in the chat did agree to signing Donaldson for 8,240. So, just so we know, Donaldson for 8 years, $240 million. Kawaita Sakebia Todake Fight at higher game. Cool. All right. So Sparks, just go ahead and put that. You don't need to put it in signings update. Just go ahead and put that signing up right away. I don't think anybody's. Obviously it's a signing, so let's go ahead and do it. Or Josh, you can do it too. Just go ahead and put 8,240 for Kessel. All right. Okay. 'Cause I'm losing my sight, losing my mind. Wish somebody would tell me I'm fine. Losing my sight, losing my mind. Wish somebody would tell me I'm fine. Nothing is right. Nothing is fine. This is my last resort. Suffocation, no breathing. Don't give a fuck if I cut my arm bleeding. Hey, Betty, you joined just in time to watch hour 3 of this stream. Oh my god. In the middle of the 3rd hour of the stream. Why am I still here? Would it be wrong? Would it be right? If I took my life tonight? This is my last resort. Oh, this is my last resort. Boom, 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 boom. Betty, we're on the 3.5 hours into this stream, and I said I was gonna quit like an hour ago, and then I didn't, and then I played a bunch of music, and then I recited the entire first episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! The Bridge series, and now I'm singing "Last Resort" by Papa Roach, and I'm probably gonna end the stream in about a minute or less, 'cause I'm a modern rogue. Can't believe it's almost midnight. What am I doing with my life? I should have just hung out with my girlfriend today. Here, well, just because Betty's here, I'm gonna go ahead and do this just for him. This is for Betty only, for Betty's eyes only. Betty's eyes only.
Hat change.
Yes, he did, Betty. He read the whole thing. Sparks. I mean, what hat I wear depends on what else I'm wearing. But you know, I'm particularly fond of my Cardinals hat that has the St. Louis flag on the side. You know, a lot of Cardinals hats, obviously, since I am, of course, a Cardinals fan. I have mostly Cardinals hats. My Pakistan hat's pretty sick. All right. Well, stream's pretty dead, so I'm gonna go. Jerks rule. Peace.